Are we live now? Says it's back, but
Let me
I
check.
don't know. Let me check on my end too.
Yeah, we're live again.
Are we? Let's see. Check my phone also.
Yeah, we're live.
Yep, we are. Yeah, I don't know. Is it a new stream now, or is it still the same stream? So I'm kind of curious.
Maybe it's a new one.
I didn't change anything. I just waited it out to see if it was TW or what. But we're live, pal. We had a TNA moment there. Remember when the TNA stream died and he come back 5 minutes later? So, wow. It's a new stream? Oh, of course it is. Thanks, YouTube, or whatever. Alright, well, let's continue where we left off at. By the way, we made it to February. Monday, week 1. I kind of at least want to get to, like, May, you know? Or April, or June or something. Probably won't get that far, but it would be nice for this to see, really, local to global, how it's going to turn out. But if you were following along in the old stream, I guess, if you're watching this in video form when it comes out later, I gave my thoughts on TEW 2020, of course, mostly just for the demo and going off of how it's played from 2016, jumping back between the two games. You know, I would just say it's an alternative, and I think you'll really hear the echo of that in like my review. A little bit of a spoiler there, you know. I don't think it'll be better nor worse than 2016. I think it'll just be an alternative, but I'll let you guys save that one for when I do the big review there. John Cena won the Royal Rumble, the Battle Royale there, and oddly enough, he won it in our save too. Just funny. Cinta Del Oro, which I think was the original Sin Cara, joined. Eric, Wow's fans. Catchphrase for King Corbin. AJ Styles won the Universal Championship from
Corbin goes,
Strowman.
I will rule you.
I will rule you. Crown him. He's been watching a lot of Ready to Rumble. Big fan of it. Cody Hall's a brawler. Joe Dudley's a regular wrestler. Let's check our monies. We made $1,000. We actually made money last month. So, at that rate, okay, guys, let's do.
We can make some more signings then.
Negative, Ghost Rider. At that rate, we let's try the other method now of, you know, only using local wrestlers, because I want to see if we can mitigate all the hiring, like travel contracts and all that. So literally the sponsors came in clutched and saved us, because we didn't make that much. We made a good bit of ticket revenue, but we didn't make that much. Merchandise, we didn't make jack. Let's check out merchandise, really. I'm kind of curious. If it does for TEW, 12%. Let's do this. Let's do the upgrade to get the ramshackle or something better.
Alan's coming.
Okay. We made 20 cents
Alan,
per fan.
you'll have somebody here. That's when I'm going to go take a shower.
Alright. We made 20 cents per fan for t-shirts, I guess. Or, I don't even know. What are we selling?
20 cents per t-shirt?
I don't even know. What is the 20 cents for? Like, per fan? Like, is it...
Well, I guess that's just the extra what we charge rather than what it costs us to make the stuff.
Yeah. Next route would be 50 cents per fan. Thank you. I'm pretty chill. It doesn't tell us the monthly merchandise by the worker, which is interesting. Maybe that's because we have to be bigger?
Well, we have to, I guess, maybe sell some more stuff.
Game's been pretty good. I mean, the same game you get in the demo is the same one you'll get here, in my opinion. Now you just have a better layout. So, I haven't had a crash yet. Fingers crossed. So, if we can keep that rolling and things going good, you know, I'll be very happy. Because I actually, I was really sad. I used patch 22 in a recording, and it crashed. So that was fun. But so far so good here. And that's pretty much what we're doing, just seeing long term what the game can do, what it will generate, stuff like that. This is local to goal perspective also, so we're seeing how we can run it there. I need to find my popularity, not popularity, size, here it is. So track progress, 2444200110028. So we had a spillover probably in these regions. Southeast though, if I'm a betting man and I'm guessing, that means we probably gained a popularity point and lost it because we didn't show up quick enough or whatever. Which may be the case. So let's see how we do with just using local talents and whatnot. I thought I had the thing. Is it dormant? Event. Oh, here we gotta modify it and we gotta do it monthly. There we go. Save. Alright, 5 days. Monthly event number 2. We'll just take it there. And $1,000. And at that rate, I mean, it's sad to say, but it's gonna be probably over. Probably 10 months, and then I'll be able to afford my own internet commercial or internet pay-per-view, which we'll probably do internet pay-per-view honestly to start off, because I've told it was way more money. 20 cents is cheap for merch. I think that's the spillover. So like, it costs us probably $5 to buy it, and we're charging them $5.20 or something. This is Landex. Yeah, games and fun. So Chris, I gave you my thoughts on the game. What are yours? I'm gonna sit back and get a drink on this.
Dom.
I know your thoughts, but everyone else doesn't, and
Okay, so I believe 2016 wasn't broken, and when something's not broken, you don't need to necessarily fix it.
Mm-hmm.
I believe they jumbled in way too many rewordings that, for a fan who I'd been playing, I had played 05, I had played 10, I'd played 13, I'd played 16. For someone who had played those, and there was very minimalistic but positive changes, or as many changes as there were so far in this game, that I find it a jumbled mess. I find it an absolute jumbled mess. I find it's at this point now you have to, honestly, you're put at the at the mercy of the game at this point. Whereas before it was more of a, okay, I think I could definitely work something with this. I have enough information where I think I can do something with this, and you can really do anything, and it wouldn't crash any ratings. It wouldn't kill things. You wouldn't be getting low stuff forever. It wouldn't kill popularity. And I feel, unfortunately, with this game, it's too much that you have to play it the way it wants you to play. And I find that stupid for a game that we gloat about how innovative and how creative you can get with this, how people are like, no, I want to be able to do this and this and this. For anyone to say that this game is better than 16, I don't know how you can genuinely say that when this game is basically handcuffing at every turn, in my opinion. Does that explain?
Tony's saying fair arguments. Interesting YouTube commentary saying the new game demo is missing too many things. Just buttons missing all over the place. Thanks for the follow, by the way, Phil.
The whole so the big thing, and Dom knows my big issue with
The pushes.
the pushes.
I miss pushes too. I don't like perception. That's my big gripe. If there's anything, I honestly would prefer less as that. So.
How are you gonna have a wrestling game that doesn't have pushes? How are you gonna have a wrestling game where it's not like, okay, this guy's a main eventer, this guy's... I don't care about star level. Who cares? Because at that rate, you could really say 90% of WWE's roster is stars. But are they all main eventers? No. Because that's not the way wrestling works. Congratulations. It's a crash course in how wrestling is, and that's not professional wrestling. That's not sports entertainment. That's nothing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, occasional wrestlers is straight up gone at this point.
Yeah, it's all based off that perception filtering thing, so...
There's no more hiatus. There's no more...
There is hiatus, but hiatus works in a weird way now where it's kind of like...
That's what I mean.
You can't bring them back.
Warped the way it is.
So, like, you know, before, if I was WWE, I could be like, hey, CM Punk, come back, because he's on hiatus. But now it's like, he may come back from hiatus in, like, a year, 3 weeks, I thought, maybe this is my perception, but I thought a person who left the wrestling industry could actually come back still in this game. I just thought hiatuses wouldn't be touched, but I guess it works similar to it did in 2016, where if you leave the wrestling industry, you're just sitting there in the database until it just counts you as deceased, then, I guess. So... The e-license website's down again.
It's gonna crash probably most of the day today.
Everyone's trying to buy their copy.
Well, no, and that's the thing is because the fact that you pushed it off a bunch of times because you needed to,
Mm-hmm.
it inadvertently has people, because the fact that, again, we're in the middle of something currently worldwide where people are literally just like gnawing their fingernails, like they're trying to get and play this new game. And I feel like how many different release dates did they get before they finally had one?
So they had the one 2 weeks and a day ago, which was the Thursday, and then they delayed it by 2 weeks, and they pushed it back a day. As far as I know, they actually were expecting this game to come out later, I think. If you look at the dev diary, it sounded like it was going to come out later, like within the summer, actually, or after, but it kind of came out on the same time as 2016.
Unpopular opinion, they should have waited.
How long do you think?
I think they should have waited, because I think, honestly, because in my opinion, giving people an unfinished game and just to show them like how you were just trying to push out a game seems very lazy. Just how unfinished the game was, and we've already discussed the amount of patches that have happened in this game so far compared to what happened in all of 2016.
Mm-hmm.
To where we've almost half that, and today's the first official release day.
I'm curious how multiplayer is going to go. I mean, typically you and I, we've just been playing it You
Yeah,
know, just like saying what's
that's
going
why
on. We haven't actually
that's
done
why I
a
like this thing because
back
it's
and
not
forth.
gonna. We don't know how badly that's gonna affect the game.
I do like the AI getting more involved though with contracts and all that, because it was really easy just to say, hey, here's two written offers, and then boom, you automatically win. Whereas now it's like WWE will be on their ass to make sure they get the wrestler. So Montreal Prelude save. Ooh, I'm curious how that converted. Vampire Warrior annoyed Dr. Cube of his popularity. We're gonna tell him stop being a bully.
We're gonna tell him to just drink his little goblet and calm down and sit in the.
We're gonna use the best option, which is Orlando, Florida today. We're going to Orlando, Florida, apparently. How much is that? Kind of like New Orleans.
I guess we could be right out front of Disney World.
$200 for a capacity of 20,000. Not a hotbed, no limit. Ended up paying EC3 and one of the Revival Boys $30,000 because WWE wouldn't let me sign them.
We're in the Disney World
Dang.
parking.
We're in the parking lot of Disney World. We don't even have a license. We'll probably get sued for that. Let's go with local workers. We're going to do something
So that's what they hired
really...
me to stand there. I'll yell at Walt Disney's granddaughter if she comes over and yells at us.
Joey Matthews.
I'll tell her that she's booked in a match if she steps one more foot near the ring.
There's $110 there for him. Brian Stifler, $70. And then we need a announcer. Mark Lloyd. One of these guys. Filter. Announcers.
Oh yeah, uninteresting YouTube comments are actually. We should we just hand out the spoiler alert as it pertains to Levi Cooper?
Yeah.
Okay, so because he actually brings up a good point. Yeah, so obviously, during our save, we started the save and the rosters were already to where WWE already made all those cuts, but then they made a few others, which included Tucker Knight, and we signed him. We're giving him a pretty sizable push, and then WWE decided they wanted him back, and obviously WWE is gonna get anyone they want back anytime they want them.
Hello. Mr. Mallon, is that you?
So Levi Cooper walked away with a $100,000 contract for over 5 years from the WWE.
Yep.
2 seconds, my sister called me.
Joey Matthews and Michael Vierge have them going at it tonight. Road agent cannot also be a competitor. Okay. Guess we'll do these two people wrestling tonight. Do storytelling. Doesn't really matter who wins. This is just a test. This is honestly a test. We're gonna see what this do if I do adjust people who have the one-off local wrestlers, because I'm very curious.
B-boy.
Ooh, he's not a local wrestler that I hired for tonight.
Oh man.
I gotta remember who are the ones I honestly hired also.
Shouldn't you be able to go back to the other screen and it'll say gone after today?
Yeah.
I'll be back in a second, though.
Everybody, Joey Matthews, Mark Lloyd, and then we got one more, I think. Cause I think hopefully I hired two more. We got,
yeah, I was watching earlier and I saw
Senseless, Killer Knuckles, because then we don't have to pay ourselves to wrestle this idiot. There we go. And then we just have a segment. Killing Echoes used way too much on the show.
He's in one match.
He's
Oh,
in-
no, he's in 2.
Oh, is he? Oh, I meant
Yeah,
to do the other dude. What's his name? Josh Brady. I was like, dude, chill. Like, and then we'll do like a Joey Matthews segment or something. Because he'll probably be good. So let's test
Hopefully.
this theory. Put him on the microphone, so why not? So, how you been, Mr. Malin?
Been doing alright. I'm excited about the release of this game finally.
Yeah, it's been years in the making.
And then months in the making.
And then another 2 weeks and a day. So, not too
But
bad.
I gotta admit, it looks a lot smoother.
Oh, I used the other. I used the other referee. I meant to use the local one. I heard. That's all right.
Why? What was the test with it?
Only using the guys that are local, and see, because I don't think I have to pay them travel because they're local. So.
Okay.
But I also turned off catering. But I highly doubt we were spending $2,000 in McDonald's. So, I don't know.
Why, you're trying to save costs right now?
Yeah, because it's like a local to global, so.
Oh.
Oh, man.
Feels good. I love watching these saves.
Boy. Mr. Malin, tell everyone your thoughts on TEW real quick while I answer this phone call real quick.
I like it. I think a lot of the improvements that happened from last year are good. I don't like the feature about the color not working with the scroll. That annoys me. I feel like there would have been a way to fix that, but they didn't. Okay with that. I can deal with that. I love the stables. I love that you can have specific photos with the stables now. I think that's really cool. And it's little cosmetic things that I like. Like, I love this layout. I love this way more than what it first was. Show cost.
Word.
And I like the fact that, because I recently just did it, the converter, that you can convert it. But I don't like when you convert a mod from 2016, like that you've been playing for a while. A lot of the time, a lot of the wrestlers have 0 conditioning left and have to be forced to retire. Oh, the other thing I like that adds, actually, I'm very much for. If you run as a tour company, I don't know if it's just that the game had it set up that way, but the fact that it auto creates a tour for you. Because I was playing as a Lucha Underground save and it did that to me. It just made out a whole tour for me, and I was like, oh, I don't know if this was here at the start, but I'll take it. And it's just little things like that I'm like, okay. I like this. I like that. Let's see. So I think I'm not the biggest fan of. No, they fixed the thing I wasn't a fan of was the you can't scroll line color, but that's whatever.
So yeah, that method worked. I'm really happy about it because then like, but did I gain popularity? Do you guys see that? I can't remember if I actually gained any popularity.
You got 1.
Okay, so here's my idea. Local to global advice. Here we go. Probably need to make a video on this because this is like something I'll forget and I'll be like, So we can probably event spam it. Because if I'm making probably $3,000 a month, and then I do probably 4 events a month, every week, and I only use local wrestlers, I think I'll be in a good spot. But I feel like a bad guy because I'm about to probably go and fire all of my roster, honestly, just so they don't show up. So they're all gonna be like, "What the heck?" I mean, I'm literally probably about to fire the world champ too at that point. I could probably keep my world champ and just have Chris Harris go town to town. But it'd probably be better just to go and find somebody, give him a written deal, and don't have him get offered travel. So then they have to go and travel for like, you know, ridiculous amounts. So thanks for the follow, Sammy Danger. Yeah, I completely agree with you. The seeing non-wrestlers is really annoying. Honestly, it's a perception. How it's broken down is kind of like it's not very like pleasing for me. I don't like perception. I'm gonna be honest. That's the only thing that I don't like. Really, a lot of the other stuff I like, or it's kind of like weird how it's reworded and whatnot. But my only thing I really don't like is perception. But it's sad because it's an integral part of it. You know what I mean? Because everything trickles down into another part some way, whether it's the hiring or contracts or firing somebody or talking to them, bringing them out of retirement, changing their styles. Like everything impacts another thing, as it should in a simulation game, you know?
Yeah, I agree with that. I want the old pushes back. That, even for me, like, I book now and I'm kind of like Humberto shouldn't be on the same level as Roman Reigns. Sorry if you hear the pitter patter. It's a little chihuahua in my house. And he smells bacon in my room. Delicious. Yeah.
I can't wait to fire my entire roster. This will be fun. I really can't wait for this. Wait, why am I still going? I should probably stop the advance. Or no, I'll take it to the next month, and then that's when I'll do it the next time. No.
Oh.
Yeah, TEW doesn't like when we do that.
Yeah, we were just talking about in the chat. They said that they want the old pushes back. Oh my god, my sister's blasting the music. Hold up, let me just scream for lower. Actually, I think because of your music in the background, I don't think you actually hear it. Luckily. Let's see. Yep. Nope. Okay, good.
What
Don't
is that?
actually hear it. Oh, because my sister started blasting music, so I was like, oh, I hope that you don't hear it in the background. So I muted myself so I to listen to the stream, and you don't actually hear it because of the music you're playing in the background. Luckily. I mean, I like that you can enable the scroll wheel if you want. So like, kind of just it's like, okay.
Sorry, as always, when you get wrapped up in one thing, another thing more important happens. So that's why, like, literally as soon as I started streaming, like, an event happened with my father where he ended up in the hospital from a mini heart attack, apparently. And they're, like, cauterizing his heart or whatever and moving him around. So he's, like, all drugged up and whatnot. And, so I had to deal with that. And then the stream, I don't know what happened, but during it, I guess YouTube went down or something. So it made a whole new VOD, so that was hot. And
Oh, I was gonna say I'm
so that was
still on it right now. I've been on the stream.
that was before. That was earlier. So that was annoying, but yeah. So I was checking up, seeing what's the latest on that. But he's doing so good so far.
I see it.
But yeah, and then just responding back to some messages and whatnot. So I guess the best part about TEW 2020, it's a really awkward game to stream. Like, it's more of just chilling, relaxing, talking to you guys. Yeah, literally, while, like, as soon as I hit record or the stream, like, so he'd already gone to the hospital, but then that was, like, as soon as we were streaming, I was, like, just picking my, like, stats and stuff for Senseless. That's when that happened. So, I mean, the sad thing, like, there's nothing I can do. You know what I mean? Like, I'm here, he's there, we can't be there at the hospital. I mean, you know,
I feel that.
Malin could feel that, because it's just, you know, it is what it is. Like, you kind of just gotta keep busy and whatnot, and like, that's why I'm like, y'all need to get some hobbies. Like, it's just.
Hey, when you think about it, this game coming out today was probably the best thing that happened to you.
Well, I always stay busy. I always got a million things going on, whether it's my little brother or cousins or gaming or YouTube or, you know, college starts back up Monday, even though it just felt like it just ended for the semester.
Yeah, I was going to say, wait, didn't you, like, just finish?
Yeah, well, I have, like, one class for the semester, so.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's like a prerequisite or whatever. So, no, we're not too far away from the hospital, which is good. Well, they're taking him to another hospital, which is about like an hour and a half away. So that's interesting, but you can't go there. That's the thing, because of everything going on with the
yeah, because of the pandemic. They say nope.
So, you know, like, my mom couldn't even. She was the one that drove him there and dropped him off. She couldn't go inside.
I'm back.
Hello there. So yeah, she couldn't even go inside. She waited at the car, and then he just texted her and was like, hey, can you go back, bring me my phone, but then, like, just head back home, because there's no reason, like, to just chill in your car while it's, like, 80 degrees outside or whatever. So, like, it just sucks. It is what it is. It's life. So, you just gotta prepare for the unexpected, and sometimes you can't prepare even for the most unexpected, like this situation with the pandemic. So, you know, you kind of just take it one day at a time and just see where you're at the next day. Is it just me,
or, like, if during this pandemic, like, so many more people going to the hospital?
Oh, yeah, and that makes it worse, too. I play TEW, I live life like I play TEW. It's like, I just take it one day at a time, and I'm like, oh, okay, like, 18 people got fired, you know? Like, the next day, I'm like, oh, okay, gas prices are, like, 50 cents for some reason. Like, you're like, some days are better, and you're like, okay, I just managed to steal John Moxley from WWE, you know? And then some days you're like...
the days are worse. So,
like,
Roman Reigns died. So I finally made the investment of getting the Impact Plus. After, like, months of contemplating back and forth.
I feel like that's a good investment. So honestly,
I did the annual one.
So just the whole year. How much is that?
It's 72 total.
That's not bad. So,
yeah, for the whole year, I'm like, It equals out to about $6 a month.
It's funny because I'm also the same guy who's like, would tell you not to screw around with the whole consoles because of the whole pain for online. But I guess it's in different prospects of, like, I buy an Xbox and I want to play Battlefield Online because it's meant for online gaming. It's not meant for the 4 missions in single player, and so it should just be included with the package of the game and enable it, but then you have to pay for the online. Whereas this is just watching, like, old historical matches of a wrestling show, whereas you can't get that on YouTube in such good quality. Like, I could go look up Abyss versus Sabu, find it on YouTube, but it wouldn't be in such good quality. So
I laughed that you say that match though, because that's the match that convinced me to buy it.
really, the
Because
funny thing
the other
is,
day,
what makes me
Go on.
want to get it is Chris and I were looking at David Flair matches, and we were trying to find one from TNA, and we're like, oh shoot, it's only on the Impact Plus, because he found it and was watching it, because we couldn't find it anywhere. It's like no Daily Motions or nothing. So, but what were you saying, buddy? With the watching Sabu and Abyss.
yeah, because it was their barbed wire match.
I need to turn you down 1 second for the stream because you're a little. All right, say something again.
It was their barbed wire match.
There you go. Now we got you. You're good. Yeah, the Barbed Wire Massacre.
Because that's on their YouTube. So the other day I was talking to Cole, and Cole was like, "Oh, I kind of want to go and watch that." I was like, "How about we just watch it right now?" I said, "Okay." And I ended up watching it. And I'm like, I want to watch more of this now. Like, I want to watch more of this really old TNA. And so I bit the bullet. I went last night and looked at it, and I'm like, $72. All right. I think the first month is free, so it won't charge me until June 15th.
Unless you're our friend Zach and they forget to charge you after the first month, and so the first 15 months were free.
Oh, wow, yeah.
Yeah, no problem, buddy. Yeah, honestly, like, that was a thing after, because Malin had a pretty bad run-in, because actually coronavirus has impacted him directly. You just gotta keep busy and whatnot, and it's weird to say that.
You gotta remember
that a booking game that keeps you so. It's weird to say that a booking game like TEW, where you have to be so mentally involved because you have to play the game, especially in 2020. 2020 is not a game where you can jump in. Like, if you're seeing this firsthand with how I'm trying to actually make money as a small company, I'm not gonna lie, it makes me want to be like, okay, I got $300. Let's go set up a makeshift ring for $20 and go charge people, $10 in tickets, and then pay the wrestlers in McDonald's, and be like, let's see if we can make money. It really makes you feel that way of like, what is this concept? But it works, and it's goofy and fun at the same time because you're playing the game in itself. So sorry if you hear paper.
I'm excited to try to do a local company.
Yeah, I couldn't get that invested into it in 2020 unless it was
2016?
Sorry, yeah, 2016, unless it was like an old mod. But I feel like that's because I was like a cheater, and I was like, oh, I know CM Punk comes in the year 2000. I know Undertaker's gonna come up in like a couple of months, and then that'll let me have them when they're really young, and then they can prosper in bigger companies. Whereas here, I'm like, I don't know, I gotta take random Joe Schmo generator wrestler or something. So.
Well, what I ended up starting to do with the local companies is I would put the new worker frequency up to high and set it for like that month. And then what I would just end up going to do is just hire in those self-generated wrestlers. And it's like, all right, well, this is what I gotta do now. And I mean, it was fun for a while, but then after a while, it just gets old. How you doing over there, Chris?
Pretty of yourself.
I'm doing okay, I told Don that I bought the network, the Impact.
Oh, it's so worth it. My trial just ended today, and I decided to keep it.
Did you do monthly or yearly?
I did the monthly. I'm not gonna pay $70 right up front because I don't know. Months from now, if I watch enough of it, it's like it'll lose its luster because it's not like they're giving away giant events like WWE does every month, or they're not adding a bunch of original content. So it's really just one of those things. Like, I'm gonna watch it until I get bored with it. I finished all the NWA TNA weekly pay-per-views, and now I decided I've been binging a little bit of 2007 lately.
Oh, you see, I started with 2010 because to me, I still say that's one of their best eras of Impact.
Oh no, yeah, you missed the conversation. They were talking to me about my favorite times in wrestling, least favorite times. I said right after that time was when my least favorite time hit, was when everything started to wear off with everything on 2010.
Oh yeah,
By
That's
the
when
way,
that's when I feel when it became obvious that they couldn't go head to head with WWE. That's when I lost my kind of like luster on Impact for a bit.
by the way, De La Mar, for full release, it's done pretty good so far. I'm honestly just waiting to get past that 3-month trial period to be like, oh, it works. Like, you have that sense of just like, because then you won't get the pop up of like, you have played your 3-month time. You know, I'm waiting for that. And then once I get past that, it's like, okay, who's showing up in the world that's generated? What are the company of the years looking like? Have any companies died? Like, I'm excited to see, what companies show up and how generations and stuff work. I'm a very generation heavy person to see what would the game look like in 10 years from now. And honestly, probably gonna go to sleep tonight. Probably gonna sim and just see what happens when I wake up in the morning on one of these saves. And I am guessing the game would probably crash after a while, but I want to see what happens, honestly. I want to see if I go to bed, take an 8-hour, 9, 10-hour nap, how long it's gone, and what's going on. Would be really cool. Also, if you're talking about Impact, Chris and I, all during 2016 and the Broken Mat stuff, we watched religiously. We watched.
oh yeah, I remember that. We used to have the call going.
So, we were invested in that. People were like, this is hokey, this is dumb. It's so funny because now they love it, and AEW is a thing, so they ultra love it. But yet, I remember, we were on that. We were like, this is revolutionary.
We were the part of the original when everyone was shitting on it in the beginning. We were part of the original. No, this is going to be good.
And I would say that was the first cinematic matches, honestly. So.
Yeah, because you had the Broken Hardy saga, and even at the time you had Lucha.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Lucha was another thing that we really got into too.
I started a save in Lucha, and it's the one save that I was actually able to go the 3 months in. And so I was sitting there clawing at this game coming out.
Lucha is so much fun now. You can pre-tape and do season finales.
One of our friends of the show was one of their last Lucha Underground champions.
Oh yeah.
Good old Marty, the Moth Martinez, Martin Casals.
Ariel says that he simmed from October 2019 to April 2020, which is interesting because that's really fast on simming. I mean, I know I'm streaming and doing 10 million things, but
still,
since
2
the game's
hours?
been out, yeah. Well, I guess I've booked too, so, and other stuff, but phone call kept me busy. But you can get TEW20 on a Mac. However, you have to use wine. Not wine to drink, but it's a program where it lets you run Windows applications essentially. So, let's see. When Broken Mat left TNA, I stopped watching at that point. Came back for All In. Honestly, nowadays TNA, I'm not crazy. I'm not crazy about it. The most excitement I get with nowadays TNA is seeing Melissa Santos on the live streams and just seeing Dane talk to her, because he'll be like, oh man, he's like, did you see that? She loves my nickname on there. Works like a charm. Used boot camp with Catalina. Do you have to pay for wine? No, I believe it's free. Arlie has a post actually on the forum on how to get everything set up and stuff. So I've never owned a Mac as far as Android and iOS, and I don't say Android, but in terms of Mac and Apple devices and iOS, I'll go with iPhones usually over Androids, but that's just because it has iMessage. It makes it easier for texting family members. So Not everybody has a cell plan, but then you can do iMessage through emails, which is nice. So how this works is that TEW 2016 will be on Steam now that 2020 is out. So the latest game is always exclusive to, you know, their store and through their e-license. But then when a new game comes out, you know, they'll put the last iteration on Steam. So if you love 2016, shoot, you'll soon be able to probably get it on Steam, I'd imagine, within the next month. Honestly, I don't see them waiting too long for putting it on Steam. Like, I honestly would imagine the sales from 2016, if sales from 2020 aren't that great, the amount of people who rebuy 2016 just to have it on Steam will probably be really good. Because I could imagine people would be like, oh yeah, because now you can bring it anywhere. You don't have to worry about the e-license stuff. So, I don't play TEW on Steam. I have the 2010 version, and I think I have the 2013 version actually too. But I was told that you could actually bring it around without having to worry about the e-license. So, it's pretty good. It's running pretty good. We're simulating to the next show because we're going to see this method about if we can do 4 events for under $4,000 to get our popularity up, which would be phenomenal. Because we're gaining popularity, but then we lose it because then we only have 1 show a month, so they forget about us for some reason within that month. I feel like that's always been a problem with local to global, in my opinion, but, you know. Howdy, Lawrence. No, it doesn't have workshop support, which would be nice. It'd be I don't know how it would work, but it would be nice if there would be workshop support for you know, putting the mods into TEW 2013 and 2016 when it gets on Steam. Let's see. Problem with TEW, sometimes losing motivation after a save. Goes a year or 2 in. Sometimes I gotta watch the product at the time to get creative juices flowing.
If you ever have trouble with creativity, again, hit up the channel. I have ideas for days.
Yeah, Chris will go wild. And
I will give you some. I will give you the wildest thing that you could think of, and it'll work. I don't know how it does.
Well, 2020 is different. 2016, we had Shinsuke in a romper, and it was like
we had Rick
Victor, Rompermania.
And Rompermania.
We had Rick Victor go from the Ascension to being basically, literally like Doc.
Yeah, he was like Triple H. Like, it was great.
He literally became the top dog. Rick Victor did.
Negative. This is Landex, so it's another real world mod.
We had ice cream parlors.
I would say another reason why I like Landex more is I feel like more of the stats are realistic for some people, not everybody. So as we saw with like,
I was gonna say, better fix that. I've seen some weird people.
In specifically, stuff like hardcore, in my opinion, always gets overlooked. I feel like no mod maker gives 2 shits about hardcore. So seeing how like, oh, yeah, you remember how Edge worked a flaming table spot on WrestleMania? Yeah, he's getting a lot of hardcore for that. Like, it actually makes sense for stuff like that. It's not like Mick Foley, greatest hardcore wrestler of all time, has 30 in hardcore. Like, no, that stat actually is like cared about in this database. And I know I don't book like crazy death matches every week or a deathmatch product, but when we were doing GCW and you're so hardcore based, it works. It's so much fun. So
GCW is another company that I actually like want to run in 2020.
What is it?
CZW.
Yeah, honestly, GCW, dude, that was a lot of fun.
I was about to say GCW.
GCW was a lot of fun, but fans like you give them blood and they want more. Like they crave violence. So yeah, I was.
What is the longest like save you've done, like with weekly shows and everything in it?
With weekly shows, probably like
Yeah, so like not like a save like this that you'll have like the one show a month type thing, but like
Yeah.
actual weekly product.
probably probably that ECW I was doing where the week I didn't have internet because I got like a bunch of years into it. I forget how many I said or how many it was because my hard drive failed. And
Oh, I remember that hard drive.
yeah, that's hot. That's hot because that's my hard drive that had the TNA save
Yep.
from 2013. That's my hard drive
That's
that
the
had
exact one I was thinking of.
it had WWE brand split. It had
So it had
everything
the
on it.
Bagul one?
Huh?
It had Bagul?
It had Bagul. It had everything. That was the hard drive that
Oh
failed.
my god, I remember
So-
Baku.
I was torn. The day that hard drive died, I was torn because it was just, for instance, if I knew then what I know now about the
I would have felt
converter,
the same way as Matt Hardy felt the other day and watched his
The Vanguard.
his little Vanguard perish.
if I could have gone back in time and been like, Dom, hey, at the end of 2020, when this game, you know, at the end of 2016's lifespan, when 2020 is coming out, there's going to be a converter where you can take that mod. I would have never stopped like the brand split or TNA or whatever. Like, you know, and I would have been like, oh, by the way, your hard drive might fail, so back that stuff up on Google Drive or whatever. Because I was just like, oh, it's not bad, you know? Like, and I couldn't, the hard drive was just dead. I couldn't do a recovery on it at all. I tried
And I
recovering
remember
it.
we tried
but no.
to like build back up the TNA series, and it just wasn't the same.
No, I actually had a lot of fun when we did our non-recorded goofy stuff on Skype.
Oh, I remember that.
That was a lot of fun. But I feel like if we recorded it, people would be so out of the loop because we did so much that
Yeah.
just, you know.
Time travel was brought into it.
Mm-hmm.
That legendary pay-per-view where Sting fought, who was it, Kevin Owens?
I think.
I think it was Sting fought Kevin Owens like 4 times in one night.
Yeah, that. They say that it's because it's unofficial. You know, application executable. But I would say that's a selling point. Like, if you have a fan-made converter that can bring your game from 2016 to 2020,
Buy it off of him
that's
and improve it.
that's amazing. That's like, yeah, buy it off of him and improve it. But like, that's amazing. That's a selling point because then like, you're not all those people who are like, oh man, I've been playing 37 years as the AWA, and I don't want to leave it. And it's like, hey, dude, you don't have to. We can convert it and put it in the next game. You made money off of the next game, and the dude's happy because he has his 37 bajillion year save of AWA. So
And now you made a loyal fan.
yeah. Can you just convert the save game into a database and play as you were in 2016? Yeah. With the converter, yeah. This converter, how it works is that if I was to convert it right now, it would have all the stuff that happened, but it would have senseless as the user. So it only has one user because there's only one of us playing. If Malin jumps in here and he plays AEW, then it would have Tony Khan and my guy. It would have 2 user characters. So that's how that works in terms of there's no users. Like if
I'm gonna
you
drop a link to your
get
video
rid of
real
those.
quick.
Of the
Chat.
converter or of something
Yeah,
else?
the converter one.
Mhm.
So for anyone who's wondering, like, what we're talking about.
Dinesh Kumar. I feel like the India region being added, but not being a part of the C-verse, and the fact that there's like there's a lot of fans there, but there's just not much going on there, is a really odd choice. Like, I don't know. Hopefully, people get use out of it. That'd be something. Having like a one night stand in India or something.
I want. Oof, sorry about that. I burped. Pardon me. I wanna like actually that's like a challenge I want to do a little bit later in TW. I want to run an Indian-based company. So run it out of India and see if I can make it worldwide.
That is the ultimate local to global. Actually, what you need to do is make it local to global, but make it an Indian-based company.
It's like when people ran Australia in 2016.
Yeah, if you ever tried to run Australia, that's it. Literally, if you ran a local to global in Australia or any of the oceanic regions or whatever, like, you need to be on a Hall of Fame. Like, it needs to be plastered right there.
You are the best of the bookers.
Yeah, like, well, maybe not like the best of the bookers, but like the best in terms of financially figuring it out. Because then it's like, oh shoot, he figured out.
The code.
Yeah, like right now I feel like I'm cracking the code a bit because I'm like, oh shoot, we got local workers, and then like I can lowball the heck out of them, you know, because they're already in this region, and we can do our show in front of the Disney World parking lot. Like, this is great.
They'll do it for a Klondike bar.
Saudi Arabia not being added, yeah, that's a different choice. I want Russia, dude. Give me like a Russian region area going on there, China, all that. Like that's really good. I don't know. This is.
Is there such thing as a Russian promotion?
There's gotta be something. You know what I mean?
There's gotta be something in every country, probably.
Yeah. Adam said, this is his first TEW legit question. Can you run a show out of New Zealand? Yes. This is the oceanic regions of the game. So, in terms of region, you have Oceanic, Europe, the UK, North America.
Yeah, wow. I agree with that guy about
Mexico.
Saudi Arabia.
India, and I feel like I'm missing one region. So, Australia.
We could have a
is
Saudi
that his own region? I don't know, look again. What'd you say?
I have a guess who for you.
Alright.
So there's two names that could be the answer to this, alright?
Okay.
And the chat could play along too.
Okay.
Who am I? I have beaten all four of these men. Hangman Page, AJ Styles, Marty Scurll, Kurt Angle.
Say that again. Sorry, I was responding to a message.
No problem. Who am I? I've beaten all four of these men. Hangman Page, AJ Styles, Marty Scurll, Kurt Angle.
Cody Rhodes.
No. He's never... Both men have never, ever been in the WWE. So not in NXT, not in OVW,
Not an FCW.
not in FCW, nothing.
Well, that makes it even more harder.
But both of them are well-known people. I will tell you that. It's not some random dude off the street.
And who's he beaten? He's beaten AJ.
AJ, Kurt, Marty, and Hangman. There's two answers. Uninterested YouTuber comment got the first one. Jay Lethal.
Lethal. Yeah, that's a good one.
Yep, Jay Lethal is one of them. Let's see if someone can get the second one.
Zack Sabre Jr.
No.
Will Ospreay.
No. You're in the right company, I will tell you that.
Define company, because those guys are in multiple companies. New Japan.
And yeah.
Kazuchika Okada?
No, not Okada.
I don't remember Okada facing Angle. Not Tanahashi. Is he... What nationality?
I don't want to be racist, so I'm going to look it up.
Okay, what race? Asian?
Japanese.
Oh, Japanese, yeah.
He's Japanese.
I I mean, I'm just gonna go down the list and just start naming like Naito,
No.
Tanahashi.
Yes.
Huh?
Tanahashi.
Oh, I said Tanahashi before.
Yeah, but you said you're like it's not Tanahashi. He beat Kurt Angle.
Minoru Suzuki. That might be one too. I have to look that one up. Because I'm pretty sure
I'm
he's
going to look that one up.
He might have.
The only one that makes me question that one is Marty.
Mm-hmm.
That's the only one. I don't know if he would have faced Marty. No, the Kurt Angle win was actually New Japan Resolution 2009 for the IWGP Heavyweight Championship. It was when New Japan had that little thing going with TNA.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, now I actually want to look that up.
We've almost made it to our second event, and I'm kind of curious how the world is shaped up. But I'm also curious how much money we gained, because that'll be very important to see as a base point how many events. If we could do probably 4 events, and all the events are,
Yeah, he never fought Marty.
under $1,000.
That's the one person that man never fought. Completely random because it just popped up on my timeline. Do you remember the Chris Jericho versus Dean Ambrose in the Asylum?
Oh yeah, The Asylum was fun. You had Mitch, the Potted Plant, I think his name was. You had Thumbtacks. You had
Chainsaw.
No, was that the chain? I don't think there was a chainsaw on that one. I know there was. Okay. It was supposed to be in the Brock match. I don't remember if it was, but I know that it was given to him by the hardcore guys.
Yeah. By Terry Funk?
That guy said it's funny because we'll never see a GTS mod or picture pack because that channel's dead now and his content's declined. Is that true? Is he stop making content? Probably because of this stuff. Chris, you there?
Corona, yeah.
Huh?
Because of Corona, yeah, but before, I wouldn't say before that, because before that, he actually booked a live event.
It's funny because now you have a lot of the people who were in GTS, just they're in other companies now, so that's how they got their way into the databases. But Grim himself and the company and some other people like what is it?
Grim's in Retromania, so I think he's doing fine.
He's in Retromania?
Or no, he's in that basement game that's coming out.
Mm-hmm. So like, I don't know why. For me, here's my thing. If you're popular and relevant, why are you not in the database? You know what I mean? I've always wondered that about like.
Hulk Hogan in there.
I've always wondered that about like Bar and Beyond Wrestling because I've heard more about them. I haven't heard anything on Black Label Pro, but and there's another one that was in here that I was like I haven't heard anything about them. And then of course they kind of just put stuff in like the regions of the game where you don't really hear much about it unless that's your like local area. So
yeah, that guy
because I live in nowhere close to
actually had Grimomania booked for a live event. So I don't know what about the losing popularity.
Did you say before that Grim was actually going to be in Virtual Basement?
Yeah, he's in Virtual. No, he's got a contract already for it.
Oh wow! I actually like want to buy this game now.
Here we go. Ready? Let's check her out. Cody Hall hired by AJPW. That's nice for him because guess what's happening now?
He's being fired.
Our whole company's getting fired today.
Second in creative, second row.
Thank you. Do you like the HPW logo randomly on there?
I like it. I saw it and I was like, what?
It's so funny that like. Here's our whole roster. They're going. They're like, why would you hire us and fire us all? It's because you all charge or way too much money.
Can't fire yourself.
Can't fire myself. You sure about that? Watch me.
I mean,
Try
you
me.
can.
Yeah, I'll make myself world champion. That's how we're gonna do it. You know what I mean? I'll be the consistent world champion.
Oh God, you'll be Cody Rhodes, booking yourself in the title.
He's like, don't fire
Well,
me.
that guy, that could be construed for any YouTube channel out there, including being the Elite.
Sorry, I wasn't looking at the comments. What are you guys talking about?
He's talking about how Grim is clickbaity. I'm like, that's every YouTuber.
2009.
Oh yeah.
So, we made good
Except
money.
for Rybolt.
Hi.
Being the Elite's extremely clickbaity, and no one can deny that. Even the biggest marks can't deny that.
I don't know. I think everybody's clickbaity in their own way. You know,
Except for you, Dom.
and like I said, even in my own way. I mean, for instance, Orange Cassidy didn't have like he wasn't on Nitro, and he's not like a big like part in our series, but he had a memorable moment, and I made him the title freshly squeezed and the thumbnail because it's something different. Like I can't have Joe Hennig for 4 thumbnails straight. You know what I mean? Like, how would it feel? I mean, there was a time period probably where it was like, what, 5 Triple H on the front cover of the pay-per-view. So, I imagine that probably got frustrating after a while. So, instead of HPW monthly, we're going to do HPW weekly.
Weekly.
And we're going to see how this goes. I'm very curious. So, can we do bi-weekly? Is that a thing? Probably not. HPW weekly.
Weekly pay-per-view.
Weekly event.
You know,
HPW weekly. Let's try it. Let's see how we do. Because it says about $2,992. And if I mitigate that with just probably hiring 6 wrestlers, a road agent, an announcer, and a referee, we're good. I mean, shoot, I'll put Senseless on commentary if I have to. So, gotta do what you gotta do. I mean, there's a point. I thought Grim was actually like divorced his wife and like was married to Hooker or something like that.
Oh no, they're definitely divorced.
Is this for reals?
Yeah.
Wow. Jacksonville, Florida. Are we rising in attendance? 49 fans are expected to show up. No, because we're doing like... Well, the thing's going up. How are we doing less fans? Because we were doing like...
I guess because the wrestlers you fired, maybe? It's like...
Because they were expecting those wrestlers to show up?
Yeah.
Yeah, I can see it now. Let's just see how it goes. So, we gotta put over Senseless then. We gotta make my user character the most over person. So
I'll see what he's up to. Maybe we can get him on it.
do road agent. Build a mod. How much is he?
If I could get him, would you be opposed to that, Don?
No. I've always heard good things about him. So it'd be different if you were bringing in like a cult leader in here or something. You know? I'd be like, maybe that wouldn't go well for me. Like.
You know, if you actually put them as their like push or whatever like that, you probably can get them a little cheaper.
That's true too. I probably could be actually. If we
maybe like $20 or so.
if we were really gonna scum it, we could really get it even lower, yeah. But I'm just knocking this out to see. It's funny because we'll get the same local wrestlers. It's just a matter of
not wanting to pay that travel.
yeah. Okay, I think I have everybody I need. So we'll do add match, our main event match. We're gonna do Senseless. He's unimportant by the fans. Johnny Matthews can't wrestle him. Johnny Eminger. And Senseless. Will you take the job to Senseless? I'm kinda curious. You will. We'll do a segment where Joey Matthews vacates the titles. Just like do. Oh yeah, I need to do Marcelo Rodriguez as commentary. Keyshawn Refer and Mata. Make this storytelling. And we'll do Marcelo Rodriguez. What is this? Senseless is being used far too much tonight. Let's see. Chill DeMott will torture your workers. Just become the next Vern Gagne and book yourself as the most dominant worker and champion on the roster. Dark Side of the Ring Season 3 will be Death of Vanguard 1. I had an idea for a great feature for a company buyout when you can book their last show like the O1 WWE simulcast and then have a chance to negotiate buyouts like we have did TEW, DDP, and Booker T. That would be really good. That would be a cool feature, honestly.
There we go, perfect.
I mean, I guess you can kind of do it, but it's in a different, funky way of like a special event. I mean, you can make it like a throwaway event too at that point. So, Senseless still being used too much. Yep. Whatever. They're gonna get Senseless and they're gonna like him. You know. You can never have enough Senseless. Cassidy O'Reilly. And there's our show. Alright. Probably not going to be great. 24.
Not a bad start.
19, 29, 26. It's probably because of that segment boosted, honestly. Maybe world title too, though. But since this had a performance of 22, show increased our popularity in one region since this was used too much. And if we just keep following up with that and make it a weekly show, let's see what our expenses are after this. Let's see how much money was spent on this show, because that's going to be really interesting. Adam has a funny story about Mata. I hope it's a good one. So I want to see how this goes. What you eating, Chris?
Popcorn.
Mm-hmm. I'm such a workhorse that like whenever I get involved in like a project, like if I'm recording or streaming or editing a video or doing schoolwork, like I cannot eat. Like I don't know, like it's a mental like mind fuck or something. So
I couldn't eat like actual meals and whatnot if I was doing all that. But like stuff.
Let's
stuff
just
like
go higher, Ricochet.
Like to put this perspective, I have a drink and Cheetos right next to me that I have not touched. So
show cost is still the same.
I think I might have actually made some money. Let me see. Go back there again. Ticket sales are down.
That would be why.
But
I guess it's the whole thing of like your ticket sales will go down because of the lack of workers.
We're at 62% for the merchandise upgrade, which is nice. Alright, let's take it to the next HPW Weekly and see how this goes. He's with Jason Momoa when he decided to get way into New Zealand culture for a hot minute. His buddy who runs the training seminar center New Zealand basketball was training Mata. Wow.
That's really cool.
Can you book house shows in 20? House shows are automatic booked. They're kind of throwaway shows to get experience from the take of it. You can book a show that's a throwaway and just call it a house show. So... What is Zachary eating? He's got like... What is up with those brownies? He got Domino's.
Oh,
but I'm trying to figure out what's up with
those
his
are the brookies.
The what?
The brownie cookies. Brookies.
I mean, but they don't look like... I would expect it to be like all together like a cookie in the middle, but no, they're just kind of like random. Are they good?
I like them. I can't lie.
How much are they? That's the real question.
What are you looking at?
Zach's Snapchat, he had a thing of some Domino's, and like there's like brownies, but they all looked weird. But I'm saying they're brownie cookies.
Oh yeah, dude, they have those at the gas station too.
That's so random. All right. Let's see. TEW.
Oh, it's dropped.
Uh-oh. Spaghetti-o.
There he is.
Mm-hmm. I'm excited. We're now like getting closer to like that end of the trial period time, and so
Oh yeah.
that means I won't have a pop-up. It's the little things like that that excite me, but I'm also still excited because like I know that as a local company, like now it looks like I can actually run a weekly show if I do this method, which may be interesting. I'm very curious. Sad to see how WWE wasted Lashley. He could have been Universal Champ by now. Yeah. Not gonna... Was he in WWE in 2018 already? Has he been back that long?
I think so, yeah.
Dang, that's wild. That's crazy to think about. Like,
Let's look it up. I'm actually going to look it up real quick. I believe so, though. I think they re-signed him in 2018. It was either that or he was in his final year of TNA.
He was doing good stuff in TNA too. I mean, he was world champ. He was killing it with the whole like, I'm a MMA fighter, and we got MMA people fighting people. I like Impact stories. They're good.
Yeah.
They're unique.
His return to TNA was in 2018. WWE.
Time just flies, dude.
It was the night after WrestleMania 34. He came back.
Who we talking about?
Bobby Lashley.
Oh yeah.
Wow. He hasn't won a belt since coming back, right?
I don't believe so.
Nope.
Yeah, not even the 24/7 belt. Wow. Poor Lashley.
Bob Lash.
Bobby Lashley. Just heard when my buddy brought it up. easier wrestling experience. Is that as WWE Lashley was just reading, but that pose guy. Trying to think if there's like anyone else that's still employed that WWE kind of just threw away.
Yeah,
Ricochet.
I'm loving a new skin. I'm curious how Ricochet is gonna go. Yeah.
Like he had his ups moments with WWE, but then like I feel like more recently hasn't done anything. Like Money in the Bank would have been perfect to put him in instead of AJ Styles, to just have Styles do a Undertaker spot and then nothing. And then almost win it and then to just drop it and look like a fool. Does the internet have an effect in 2020? I read the dev journal about the new edition.
Yeah, you can make your own broadcaster with the internet.
Yeah, Ziggler's another one. Ziggler's another one that I was like, I was even behind Ziggler, I remember. I still like him, but like now it's just... It's like he's done. I feel like it would be best for him, wait out the rest of this contract, don't re-sign, and just go. But I feel like that's how WWE gets him. It's just every time his contract's running up, he's like, yeah, I'm going to leave. They're like, here's a big, shiny new feud. He's like, all right, I'll re-sign for another year. Yeah, like he easily could have had multiple world title reigns. Like actual, like good ones. Like, I remember the one that he beat Del Rio, and I don't know if he won it again after that. Did Dolph ever win the belt again, Dom?
I don't think so.
Yeah, but
He's won other belts, but not that main one. So.
Yeah, I feel like he definitely could have won at least the World Heavyweight. Like, even if not the Universal and stuff like that. Like, give him one more run with that world title. Feel the same about Finn wasted in NXT. If NXT was to give Finn the belt again, I would say it wouldn't be wasted, but they're not going to. AEW can't be TNA 2010. They gotta stay as their own lane and build their own guys. But a Ziggler or Rusev could help, but don't sign some guy like... Yeah, I agree completely with that. They already said no to, like, Zack Ryder. Cody wanted to, like, really bring him in, and they were just like, it's a business, it's not a friendship.
You should ask Chris's opinion on that, given all the people who have faced for the AEW Championship.
Chris?
It's not here right now, but
yeah, I was gonna say I didn't know if you went like
some fire, and then I'll actually just leave you guys a little suspense. I'll give you a little preview of Chris's.
All
right, you guys go drink real quick while you tell him.
If you didn't have previous work in the WWE, you're not gonna get a world title shot.
Yeah.
You're not. I'm sorry. This is also not how you build stars, by having stars that are already established people.
What do you think of apparently Sugar Dunkerton as fighting Moxley, or fought Moxley?
Oh no, he fought Jericho.
Jericho, that's who it was.
He fought Jericho, and that's, again, it's another one of those. You can think, oh well, could he beat him? No, he's, at the end of the day, no. Jericho was gonna win that match, no matter what.
Yeah, and it's like someone like Jericho. I'll be honest. I just feel he was good at the time for AEW to get a launching point, but now would be the time to have him go strictly manager for the Inner Circle. Just my opinion. I know it's probably an unpopular one. But what are your thoughts on that,
feel
Chris?
they're doing the same stuff, and I get all kinds of shit for calling them WCW 2.0. I get all kinds of shit all the time for it, but I watched the entire. I've been watching wrestling since Nitro's been around, since Nitro started.
Yeah.
I've been watching wrestling since 95 area. I watched the entire rise of WCW and the entire fall. I saw all the good decisions they made, and I saw all the bad decisions they made. And unfortunately, AEW is making a lot of those decisions there on that bad decision side.
Yeah, like Grammar Smosh is saying, he's like, I think Jericho's smart enough to know when it's time to move down the card, though. I mean, to an extent, I agree with that, but I also just feel like look at the main event.
Back mouth was on fire. I had to grab a drink on that one. But
Like look at the main event. It's Brody Lee versus John Moxley, aka Luke Harper versus Dean Ambrose.
yeah,
When they had the Intercontinental title match.
yeah, that's the thing. Like Chris was saying, he was like, I'm not impressed by the contenders for AEW because they've literally just been WWE guys, and that's what they said they didn't want to do. So, even though you're repackaging and then whatnot, someone like Darby Allin, that is their dude. That is the guy to bank on. Don't let him go. He is their dude. Like, I think truly he is their
My
punk.
theory, in all honesty, is he's gonna win the ladder match.
Is that for the number one contender thing? For the world title or TNT title?
The world.
Okay. I mean, because Moxley and Darby is money, you know. But
So, like, in the match right now, it's Darby Allin, Colt Cabana,
boom, boom.
Orange Cassidy, Phoenix, Scorpio Sky, and Kip Sabian.
I don't know. I think Darby's like wrestling's in a weird spot given the AEW fan base. I think you could get away with straight up strapping a rocket to a guy like Darby because Adam Page was a guy strapped a rocket to and probably could have became first world champ. But going into TV, Jericho was the safe route. So, oh my gosh, RVD and Christian York died in our save already.
What?
Yep.
Oh, Christian York.
I mean, still, I met Christian York. No one retiring though. Kane injured. Random incidents are fun. Everyone's giving birth to babies. Puppet monkey baby.
I mean, if we're talking like that, not many people are buying their pay-per-views anyway.
You know.
Let's not act like AEW is making world beater like moves selling pay-per-views.
Oh yeah, they need whatever the hell they're doing with Taz and Darby. They need to go far away from whatever the hell that is. They need to go so far, like the other direction. I don't know what's going on with Taz and Darby. That's what's gonna kill Darby's momentum. Whatever the hell they're trying to do with the whole. So you think I can help you wrestle? I fucking you. Yeah, I want to ride your skateboard. I want to, Darby. I was relevant in TNA, and I was a commentator for Aces and Eights, and they became the biggest thing, and I can make you the biggest thing too. So
yes, they became the biggest thing, and then flopped faster than they were born.
Darby.
Again, it's making WCW.
Like, I like Taz, but he should not be with Darby at all.
You're bringing in a bunch of old popular people and just throwing them in any random crap. It's like throwing crap against the wall. Seeing if it's
You know what I kind of feel like? I feel like they sat there and you know how they were saying like, oh, we won't be the new WCW and this and that. I feel like what they're doing is they're trying to spit in the face like, yeah, we'll do exactly what WCW did and do it right. But what they don't understand is go ahead and try. You're just gonna end up like WCW.
Yeah, it's no one could do it right. It's not that WCW did anything wrong. It's just no one could have done it right the way that they were doing it.
It's a thing set for failure. Like I have to admit, I like what they did with Jake Roberts and Lance Archer. I'm a big fan of that. But some of the stuff I see, I'm just like, come on.
Well, no, and the predictability, honestly. Like, that's the thing is everyone will shit on a company like WWE for being predictable with, like, oh, well, we knew this guy was going to win, da-da-da-da-da.
Mm-hmm.
Let's be honest. If Cody beats Lance Archer for that TNT title, which you booked yourself in a horrible situation, because at this point, if Cody wins, at that point that's burying Lance Archer. You've had him run through everybody, look unstoppable. You have Cody win that's stupid. So already at this point, it's Lance Archer wins because if he doesn't, it's stupid. But then that's another loss for Cody.
Yeah.
And to like one extent, I'm like, I think I would rather the loss.
If he's not, and I don't want to hear, well, his record reset. No, his record's the same record as from the start of AEW. I don't want to hear about no.
I don't think the thing records don't matter anymore because what Brody
No, they
Lee.
still have the rankings and whatnot, Dom.
Yeah, but it doesn't matter because look at Brody Lee. He just got a world title out of being
I
like.
know that you know that, but I'm talking about from an AEW standpoint.
Yeah, from a fan standpoint. It's just like it's frustrating. Dude, we got Thrasher. He'll be our big name tonight. El Mariachi Loco. The fans love Mariachi Loco. Ryan Stifler. Here. Marcelo Rodriguez. And Roddy.
They promised not to bring in all kinds of former WWE guys, and that's already proven to be not the case. So I don't care about certain promises they kept. They didn't keep that promise, and you can't convince me otherwise.
Mariachi Loco and Senseless will have a match tonight for the HPW Championship.
They brought in way more than 4. You want me to go down this road? Let's go down this road.
Chris is on a roll, guys. You've started him on the AW roll. Let's see how this goes. I'm very curious. They have brought in more than 4.
Way more than 4 former WWE. Let's see. We got Billy Gunn. We got Brody Lee. We got Chris Jericho. We got Cody. Dustin Rhodes. Jake Hager. John Moxley. Technically Lance Archer, but we can here nor there on that one. Matt Hardy. Pac. Sean Spears, my old buddy Sean Spears. Let's see what else we got here. That's it for and then they bring in guys that they're gonna put on TV, like an Arn Anderson and Tully Blanchard. They're doing that WCW style stuff I was telling you about. Jake Roberts, bringing in these guys that really just it's really just a name pop at that point for old school wrestling fans. That's the only reason they're there.
I'm back about. Sorry about that.
I enjoy AEW for the most part, but the whole thing at the start with wins and losses matter and the rankings, but then to thrust it into Moxley and Brody Lee, Mr. Brody Lee, just seems odd. And I feel like we're gonna have a never-ending battle of the Elite and the Inner Circle. I feel like this will be a thing that it'll feel like it'll probably never come to an actual end. So I'm very curious of like what will be the breaking point, because I could see it already for people. Like they'll be like, okay, 6 matches in, the Elite versus the Inner Circle. Like, what's the next stipulation gonna be? So, because I think stipulations keep things, relevant and geared up for people. Senseless getting better and better. The in-ring action.
Yeah, 27, not bad.
I know, we're still getting that popularity gain. Let's see. So that was our second event of this month. We got 2 more to go. It looks like we're still gaining money, which is the thing that we want to do. A lot of the chats are already. Let's scroll up. Yeah, I don't know what's up with Hangman. I don't know if he's ever coming back. Feels like.
Aren't they still the tag champs?
Yep.
So that. See, I was always a fan of the rule that a champion had to defend their belt every 30 days.
Yeah, we're on Discord. What is it? Champs defend every 30 days, unless you're Brock Lesnar.
Yeah, when they did that.
Oh, who? WWE
Just
or
in
AEW?
general, when that was kind of the rule.
Yeah.
Like, I was a big fan of that. Now you have people like Hangman has been gone for months now. Or at least it feels like months.
I guess in all fairness, they haven't had an event too, though, because didn't they cancel one or put it on TV or something?
They had to postpone it.
Mm-hmm.
Because I think it's the one coming up. I think it was, what the fuck is it called?
Sammy G missed the show. You're just being graduate.
I'm drawing a complete blank on what the name of the Double or Nothing. They had to postpone Double or Nothing.
Mm-hmm. Alright, now we're getting to the point where back under. Let's keep rolling. Check popularity real quick. Size 12. Oh boy, we're rolling. We got +2. Dude, if we can keep this up, what do we need? 17 popularity? Oh, we can do this. We can do this.
In Southeast.
That's literally what we gotta do. We just gotta go build up the name of the company itself and then start like hiring people and securing them. So what we gotta do is we've gotta bring back the original people we hired and then have them in a stable and a faction of like the originals, but then like the shadow originals, something like that. Like they were brought in, but then they were like underutilized, never cared for, something stupid like that. Yeah, we were fired because he didn't want to pay for our McDonald's backstage. All these other guys, they're working $20 a night. No travel pay and no McDonald's.
I'm handing them one French fry, and they're like, "Thank you, sir. May I have another?" It's like, well, you're being greedy, but okay.
You're being greedy. And guess what? They don't show up next week. Chris isn't looking at the chat because I want to see what he says on this one. WCW picked up guys who were too old like Hogan who overstayed his welcome to WWF. What are your thoughts on that, Chris? I don't think you've ever had this conversation.
What?
That guy says
I'm sorry, I was in the Skype chat.
He said that WCW picked up guys who were too old like Hogan who overstayed his welcome to WWF. And they said, my last point being that AEW doesn't have any homemade names that wasn't Indie Darling or an ex-NXT or New Japan or TNA or WWE type of guy. I don't know about that one because, like, some people...
That's Sammy Guevara.
I would say he's Indie Darling. Because he was in...
Sammy Guevara...
I would actually say Nyla Rose and Kip Sabian. Those people... Those are very interesting ones.
But there's not. But Nyla, yeah, Nyla's getting a push, but that's because the women's division absolutely sucks.
Yeah.
But Kip Sabian again is just another guy that's just kind of there.
His girlfriend's more over, which is the funny part. Like she's doing more riffles.
All they've done in the months since Dynamite's been around is continually push names that were already big before they got there. They've not built like outside of halfway Darby. Darby's still not even up to a really big star at this point. He's kind of just he's working his way up.
Mm-hmm.
Outside of that, it's you brought in probably the best.
I like Sabian. He's okay.
Before obviously FTR hit the.
Sabian's Mark Miro.
Before FTR hit the free agency market, they brought in the best tag team before that, which was LAX. It was obviously Ortiz and Santana.
Okay.
They were already very well known. They've not done anything to try to bring in guys that weren't very well known. They had something with Jungle Boy, and then Jungle Boy just kind of fell off the map. It's almost like they can't get over any of their own stars. They have to get over these guys that were already pretty over.
People with the streamers.
Hello there.
Who's got the party poppers?
Okay, real question. It has nothing to do with wrestling, and we're really curious. What's up with that Domino's? What's up with that Domino's brownies?
Cookie.
What the heck's going on there?
The brookie.
What is that thing? Because it was a brownie, but there was stuff in it. They're telling me that it was a cookie. Is this new?
You've never heard of a cookie brownie, you absolute madman?
Nope, never had them, never heard
I
of them.
told them they have them at the gas stations here.
Nope. I've never heard of them, nor never seen them.
I want
know
you,
Domino's made them,
at this moment, to either order it or put your head through a wall.
Mm-hmm.
I don't care which one. Ideally, the second one.
Tom, for someone that orders Domino's as much as you do, how do you not know it?
Because we don't really order the, desserts.
Bro,
we usually get everything else except for that of the sandwiches.
You need to try it. It's so good. Every time I get Domino's, I always have to get a cookie brownie.
No nuts?
Every time.
No nuts?
Huh?
No nuts. They don't
no nuts? Yeah, I don't think there's any nuts in it.
Okay. No, I'm not allergic to it like Shane. I just prefer not to eat some nuts, you know.
Well, knowing you, I don't believe you. Listen, I had to do it. Had to do it to him.
I was walking right into there.
I bet you were.
And I'm saying that he keeps on trying to buy this game, but the website's still down.
I'm glad that Mia sent just the retail file.
We do have a Discord.
Yeah, we do have a Discord.
I say Mia just sent the retail file in the Skype group, so I'm just gonna download it from there.
Yeah, I'm not even
And
gonna
whether
lie.
I
That's how
actually-
I got it too. 'Cause
Whether I actually buy it or not, I don't know. I
Oh.
honestly don't know at this moment.
Oh, Zach, I just told you like why you probably honestly should.
And I am back, people.
Welcome
Let's
back,
see if it works. There we go.
child.
There's Malin. So
I had to take a quick phone call.
Either way, I'm gonna
hopefully it was a good one.
Checking
So-
account.
For once, yes, it was.
That's good.
No, that was sad.
Yoshihiro Sokori.
For once.
No, that's a good thing. That it
Well,
was a
we
good
already
thing.
went through everything earlier about why.
Right, yeah,
Fair enough.
it's been a fun day. As soon as I hit stream, my dad he had like I guess a mini heart attack and they had to categorize whatever his heart or something.
Categorize or cauterize?
Cauterize. I don't know.
There you go.
I don't know what all happened, but they're moving to a different hospital.
Is he
I mean,
okay?
he's drugged up. He's alive, but he's
Okay.
not so good right now. In my opinion, I think since he got to the hospital, it got worse.
Hmm.
Malin can speak on that one too. It's like
That's
Not the
that's
safest-
a lot more likely than possible. It's funny.
not the
'Cause now
safest place
once-
to be.
Yeah, once you're in the hospital, now you're not only dealing with whatever you're dealing with, but now you're also
And they deal with everyone
the
else.
pandemic.
Then again, my health advice isn't the best. It's like, yo, sit down, play some
Yeah,
video games,
you.
and drink
What do
some
you do,
Sprite.
Tech, to take care of yourself? You sit in a chair and you play your computer, and then you're just like, I'm
Hey.
gonna feel better.
And drink some Sprite.
He's obeying the laws right now.
He was obeying the laws before this was a law.
It's pretty good, that guy. Nothing crazy for collage. I'm the only one in collage here. Everybody else is doing whatever else. I don't even know what Malin's doing. Malin's in the middle of all this. He's actually in Brooklyn. So,
Melon.
yeah,
Brooklyn,
he's gotta-
Brooklyn.
bringing it back to you. Please don't.
Bring it up, bring it up, bring it
Please
up to
don't.
you.
I don't want it back.
Yeah, you gave it to us. Leave you alone.
Instead of, hey, can someone do me a favor?
No.
For the social outcasts, can someone make, you know how we did a Photoshop with them like years ago? We need to do
No.
a new Photoshop where instead of the social outcast, it's the social distancers and they all have like face masks on.
Ha 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 ha.
Relevant joke is
He's a
relevant.
comedian.
Only for 2020 probably, hopefully.
What a comedian.
Funny joke.
Funny. Funny memes.
Wait, I'm drawing a complete blank. Curtis Axel was released, right?
Yes.
Yes. Which is why we got him in WCW.
Yeah, because I remember seeing that. I remember seeing him in the WCW one, and I don't know why in my head I'm like, was he released?
Yep.
Ooh.
Well, there's also some guys in there that got released later, but then got picked back up.
Yeah, and there's
Killing
also some people that we
business, though.
share with WWE, I guess. It's really weird. I don't know what's going on.
The Killing the Business full version is probably the only reason currently. I
Landex,
get
bro.
to-
Wait, it's actually out? Like the full version?
Killing the it says it's out.
Yeah, I mean, dude, he just changed the date on it. That's all it was.
Really?
Well, yeah,
he
because
has-
it started off in
hold on.
January.
Hold on, I'll put it in the chat.
Because
There's the official link to the full release thread.
it's like what Landex did. He just moved it up to January 2021, but then
yeah.
when the game came out, moved it down to May or whatever of 2020. So,
But like, did he add more companies and stuff like he was going to?
I don't know.
Oh, I mean,
not
it looks
sure.
like he did. Yeah, he did.
Landex or the
Killing the Biz.
The dude killing the business.
KTB,
Okay.
KTB.
That's
Yeah,
a
it looks
pretty
like
good name.
Everybody's
Except
trying
he's
to
still
side.
messed up. It says Impact's American.
Oh man, they updated the gold and blue skin.
Oh,
Or
that's
the blue and
nice.
gold skin.
Already?
Yeah. Yeah.
Have
already
you seen the
updated.
new this screen? Office screen?
Yeah, I've seen screenshots like 400
hot.
times.
Yeah, I mean that's really the only thing. that's
Every
been
single
changed.
time we talk about this game, you're just like, "Oh yeah, have you seen the new screen?" Yes. And your trailer. I've seen everything.
It was a nice trailer. I like how it turned out. Suicide was kicked out of the Desi Hit Squad. Why was Suicide in the Desi
Why-
Hit Squad?
Yeah, hold on.
I always love to see like the people who end up in there So like Cody Deaner joined the Desi Hit Squad. So could you imagine? Who's playing Suicide, by the way?
Caleb Conley, I think.
Caleb Conley.
Yep.
What a guy.
CK.
Because they have TJP still.
Curbstone made a good skin. Yeah, I like his. It has like the
Which one?
the What Culture, Cultaholic, all those for the
Oh,
news article ones. Yeah. It's sad because I don't think I'll appreciate the skins as much as the grades. Now that I can't get custom
appreciate
grades or anything, it really bothers me because we can't do stars, we can't do letters, we can't do like some weird Richter scale going off the charts or something stupid, you know.
What?
Who played Suicide?
I think he's just
in
rambling at this point.
Who played
I
Suicide?
know he is, and that's why I
in
said
Teenage
what?
Peak Run? Didn't Kazarian play Suicide? And
Yeah, Kazarian was Suicide.
Austin
once upon a time.
Aries and
Austin
Yeah.
Aries played it for like a couple weeks.
Yeah, so Austin Aries was in
a
Suicide.
whole bunch of
far too
people
long.
played that gimmick. So.
Not enough.
It's
Oh,
Doink the
well,
Clown
there
of
was
TNA.
there was never a stable thing in 2016. The AI never booked stables. Yeah,
Yeah, I never
at
did.
all. Like,
And now when they do it, you have people like Cody Deaner joining the Desi Hit Squad.
it's so great. I can't wait for to play 2004 mod, and then like Heidenreich joins DX. It's gonna be hot. Good stuff. Good lucha things. So,
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. The thing I'm hyped about is kind of playing New Japan.
Yeah. By the end of the day, I'm sure I'll decide if I'm buying the game or not.
mhm.
But
I just say sit back, relax. You know,
cross that
appreciate
bridge when we come to it.
appreciate some things, complain about some things. You know.
See, unlike 90% of the world, I don't have much to complain about this game. I'm not picky with my video games. Like, I
People in the
enjoyed
chat-
WWE 2K. I enjoyed 2K20.
People in the chat were definitely talking about the forums
Like-
and how wonderful of an experience that has been this year.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
I hate the forums. Because now is the day when all the toxic people come out.
Yeah, the
There's a-
official release day.
Hold on. I know nobody's been paying attention with it's just been TEW and all that. There's a guy complaining on the just the generic GDS general discussions forum, crying because Adam Ryland wouldn't make WMMA more accessible for boxing. He's legitimately
The wo-
going insane.
The
He's
world of
calling
mixed
Adam
martial arts.
Ryland like a piece of garbage and all this stuff. Everyone's like, yo, chill. I called him out. I was like, yo, if you know how to do this, then you do it. It's so funny. Well, let me see if I can, what's the first thing he said about him. And it's like, that's the one I'm looking for.
The only time I ever got turned up was when people were commenting on my tech support like post. I was just out there being like, hey, this is a problem, and then like some random ass people were like, no, it's not, it's a feature.
Oh, yeah.
I'm like,
No, so this guy said WMMA
It's
can
not.
perfectly add a boxing mode if Adam Ryland refuses for his own stubborn and arrogant reasons.
so he's mad that the MMA game
Doesn't have boxing. And then he was like, let's see. However, people have been asking for years for a legacy MMA rule set, and Ryland won't even allow them that. It's impossible to simulate a UFC 1 fight because Adam won't allow it. He refused to write that text and refused to implement those rules. It would be a few days' work maximum for Ryland to simply take out the non-boxing text from fights. The only thing Ryland allows is the boring unified rules garbage that he's personally a fan of. As sandbox games, WMA and TEW are very limited. Man, I hate everybody. People just suck.
Oh man. Yeah. Zach, you know what I hate about WWE 2K20?
What do you hate about 2K20?
Is
Even if
that-
it's something
is that
stupid.
they didn't
alright.
add. They didn't add. Okay, look. Okay, hear me out. So you know how you got Brock Lesnar in the game. You know how we got Fire Pro and they got an MMA mode. Why don't we got MMA mode in our WWE game?
Yeah, why can't I? Why can't I have a death match in a WWE game? Come on.
You used to have it before. What about the
Where's
Braun
my
Page
brawl
match?
for all mode?
It was hey, they had boxing back then in the WWF. Why can't we have it now in our games?
Yeah, it's like, it's just asking the same question. Why isn't Jimmy Snuka in every WWE game ever?
You can buy
It definitely
TEW
has
with
nothing
PayPal,
to do with
by
the fact that he killed his girlfriend.
way. Dude, I'm never gonna get over that one. Like, why can't we have boxing in MMA? I gotta find this forum post. Hold on, I
Hold
gotta
on,
find.
let me put it in the chat.
I gotta find. We got this. This is going.
I'll put it in the chat right now.
This
Give
is
me a
history right now. Boxing game question mark? Is this it?
Right. Yeah. I put it in the chat too.
Son
For
of,
anyone else
son of
wants to look at it.
Scotland.
But Tom, do you realize what the real travesty is?
Travis.
No, but all he could have done is changed up a couple wording things, and we could have had a food fight game.
If we changed a couple words, we could have had Modern Warfare 4 text-based edition.
What was it? Maybe what was it? A couple of days
So
or a
go to
couple
the
hours?
first page. Go to the first
Yeah.
page. Is when he initially calls him out.
What is it? Long?
It's funny because he
Oh.
deleted the initial post. The only reason I knew it existed is because somebody quoted it. Somebody quoted him at the end, right at the bottom. That guy actually posted a really interesting thing for a PS2 game that I'm gonna look into.
What, man? These guys go at it on the forums like.
I say that
miles
guy
of
actually posted
paragraphs.
something interesting. See right there,
Wait, these guys should be
the
e-fetters.
bottom message right there
These
is his
guys,
first message.
these guys should be e-fetters, honestly. Like,
Oh my god,
like,
I would
dang.
love to make it fed on the GDS forums. I would have a great time.
WMMA could easily add a boxing mode, but Ryland refuses for some stubborn, arrogant reasons. Those reasons make perfect sense. You can't think boxing and MMA striking is the same. You could do striking only contests in the game easily. There's mods that just did that, and it comes pretty close to a decent boxing game. I don't know why we can't get a comic book hero too. That's my real question.
I've heard that question a ton, and I mean, I kind of agree.
I would like. I would
Not
like
gonna
it.
lie.
I would like it. You know, if I would
Well,
actually.
If it was
have
up
Here's
to-
to
the fact
me,
boxing
we're
is
getting
boxing,
Mafia
boxing.
games.
Lord.
I think
I-
we get another comic book game.
I want to see.
But I'm not gonna push my luck.
But I don't know who makes it though. That's the other thing. Because you remember, Adam only does these two. He doesn't
Adam
make all of
doesn't.
them.
Adam does like this.
So,
I think Adam does comic book hero.
I will look that up. I'm really curious. I would love
I'll look right
another
now.
one just because like I did enjoy the first comic book heroes.
Well, they
especially
have Code of
modded.
Superheroes, which is not by Adam Ryland, but it's kind of a future.
If Adam makes the tools available, I'll do it
Yeah,
right
it's
now.
Adam Ryland.
Zach, he challenges you. He says, "I'll do it right now. I'll do it right now." NGZ, thank you. Thank you for the. You made my day. It was a little rocky here and there.
That was great.
That's great.
I'm glad I could entertain you.
That guy
Yeah, so
says.
Adam Ryland did the original comic book hero. Grey Dog is doing a similar game called Code of Superheroes, written by Derek DeBentido or something.
That guy
and-
says
okay,
that.
yeah. It's it's an unofficial sequel.
That guy says that he hasn't bought a WWE game since 2K17, and he just wants Story Designer back completely. I very much miss that. And Adam
See-
says that someone's reason for not buying TEW 2020 is just because of the up and down buttons on the
Really?
the bookings. It's Chris has told me before while watching this, he's like, watching you do that, it looks like a pain in the dick. And I'm like, yeah, because you book your show and then you have to move something all the way up. And it's like,
Fair.
it's very not good quality of life to
It's
move
very
it up.
taxing for no reason.
I mean, it'd be nice to just drag it up. I don't know. It's a weird little thing that just seems odd that it worked so well in 2016 that it's like, did no one complain about that in 2020?
I'm finally looking at your stream versus the actual game, and my God, I hate when you stream this game because it's stretched.
Really?
Yeah.
That's just because it's full screen for me, brother.
Well, yeah, I know.
It's weird. I was telling them, I was like, I play every game in windowed mode. This is the one game I play in full screen, and it's my entire.
It's not by choice.
Yeah, it is my entire screen here. By
I
the
mean,
way,
you could make your screen larger. You just choose not to.
yeah, yeah. I just don't want to. So
It's a lot of work that's not worth going through.
we're doing good. This whole method to the madness for local to global on paying the base minimum. No.
So wait, what'd you do?
So before we hired a bunch of people, but then it was like, oh, we want coverage for our travel, you know, and we're like, okay, we gave them that. Now that was making the money go skyrocket. Like it literally, I'll show you the finance. It was like $2,000 right there.
Real bad.
And then we were like, okay, well, we're not even gonna have a single roster. We're just gonna use local wrestlers and not even pay them in McDonald's food, you know. And now, you know, in the 1 month time, we gained a lot of money. Now we're going through and we're absolutely killing it. We can do 4 shows as a insignificant, small little company, and we're getting prestige and momentum, even though we don't actually have a roster, which is very interesting. But I'm simply putting myself over as senseless, and I'm the world champ, and I'm depending on me alone to bring in
to be the world to be everything.
I'm also upgrading our
merchandise
levels.
We could do that finally.
Because I make 20 cents per fan off of merch.
So I have an important question.
Yeah.
You're playing Landex?
I am playing Landex.
Can we acknowledge the fact that you're in March of 2021?
Yeah, I didn't put the.
And I'm confident you haven't played a year and 3 months yet.
No, I haven't updated
anything.
No, to his thing, the May one yet, because literally it was Chris and I got done recording WCW, and then I had 80 missed messages from Mia, so I was like, oh man, I was like, what happened?
80?
Yeah.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, I was like, oh man, I was like, what happened? And then she told me, oh, you know, the website's down, but you can still get the game, because if you put the game on the Mediafire or whatever she used, you would still get the whole, you know, pop-up, put in your product key and everything. And so I did that, and boom, it worked. And so, yeah.
I'm gonna
start streaming.
A good representative boy for your chat.
Mm-hmm. Are you Chadman?
I'm not an admin in the chat. I thought I used to be.
Let me see if I can Chadman you real quick.
Chadman, what a name.
Yeah, that's a hot name, dude. Chadman.
It's a hot name.
It's a hot name.
Ah, that's hot. That's real hot.
He's the Chadman.
The Batman Files.
Batman Files.
Do you remember when we did that?
I do remember that. That's why I made the joke.
The Batman Files.
Rybolt, what is the right one to buy, the full download or updated download? Full download, because it'll have the buy on there.
It'll make you buy it. How much was it? $49.95.
Let me check the price. Here, 2020. Okay, not TEW 2029. Actually, I have the Grey Dog thing still popped up here, so we can do this. TEW 2020 has been released. Web store. You guys can even see the nice little box art there. Look at that. Does it look better than the 2016 box art? Much better.
$34.95. I thought it was $44.95 for some reason.
No. It's the same price pretty much as the others. So, I mean, in all fairness, I don't know why 2013 and them don't have lower prices. I mean, yeah, like $20, $25. I don't know. I feel like you would slash 2016's price a little bit to probably 30 at least. But
they will in like a year or so.
Oh, I told the chat, I was like, that game's gonna be on Steam. I was like, so if you prefer that game
16?
more. Yeah.
Oh yeah, 16. Yeah. It's gonna
yeah.
take a minute.
Yeah, literally a minute watching. Yeah.
Listen, they didn't. I don't think they put 13 on Steam up until like last year.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I don't think 13 was on Steam for a while,
Wow.
up until a year before the new game came out. Which is absurd to me, but
Type something in the chat, Mr. Chadman. Or you might be Choperator.
it actually just fixed it. Now I can see I have the little like wrench next to my name.
Are you a Choperator now? The chat chat operator. What a name. Would you rather be a Chadman or a Choperator? Also, this box cover right here, I would. That's enjoyable right there. That's hot.
I might just buy it.
Can you
just to be the guy?
Can you be the guy of our friend group who buys the box version of it? Cause like, that's special, you know.
I'm trying to think of a goal, like a goal on the stream, depending on how long the stream lasts, to be like, okay, if we hit this goal, I'll buy the actual box version.
Of what, you and me and
If we get like, if I don't know, if we do something.
I thought you were gonna be one of those guys who's like, if we get 5,000 likes, if we get 6,000 likes on our TEW video, we're gonna dye our hair green, chop off all of our hair, and then eat it.
People will just share the video, put us over. Make us look good, okay? And then I'll buy the box version of the game. I might do it anyways, but you can at least think you can at least hope that you contributed.
Total Extreme Maps. Yo, what I really want, I want a free agent, like free pitcher mod, and a match type mod. That's what I really want, deep down inside. Because like you can have all these great, wonderful things, but I feel like if we put our resources out of the like 5 or 4, whatever we got, real world mods, and we just put some people to be like, hey, we no longer have a historical mod person. Can we have people working on that?
I'm trying to remember where to look for the actual box version of the game.
West Virginia, Ridge Mountains,
Optionally available as Windows CD-ROMs.
Dude, wait, that was Mammoth that posted that? Oh, Mammoth, what a champ.
Huh?
Mammoth posted the thing of like helping people get their maps figured out.
Huh? What a good Samaritan.
Yeah, TW will have a pop-up saying, hey, we need an update, so.
Alright, it's a lot of work.
What do you want?
Huh?
What do you want?
I'm trying to get it so I can have it as the box. I'm not gonna get it yet, but I just want to get it. I just want to put it in my cart.
The way you do that is you gotta go, it's a bit of a process. You gotta go here, then phone and money orders, and then you gotta PayPal them this with all the information. So
it's a lot of work,
because that's gonna be the better way to do it. Don't send a money order in the mail, because then like,
oh yeah,
you're not gonna play it for like you won't get it for like probably 2 months right now. Like, okay, put this in perspective. There's a I don't know how to share it without giving away all my information. I bought a thing of oh, that's cool. I was checking emails and saw something cool. Where's that? Amazon cart. So I was like, hey, you know, I like Yu-Gi-Oh! It's still a cool little thing, you know. And hopefully I can get my brother into it or whoever else, and that'd be a cool little like thing to pass on, like hobby also. Because I'm gonna admit,
Yeah.
growing up as a single only child for the longest time in my life, and you and like Yu-Gi-Oh, it kind of sucks. Because all you got is the DS, and that's as close as you're gonna get to play with someone else. It's just face the AI. But now that I have humans that I can indoctrinate into liking Yu-Gi-Oh, it's kind of like Mike and his son. Like, I think that's the craziest thing, that he got his son into TEW. Like,
I imagine him playing
I just,
TW like how I used to do with my action figures. I would just do some wacky stuff with my promotions.
oh yeah, he's
way back.
yeah, Mike's great, dude. I love Mike. He sends me this video, and he's like, okay, dude. He's like, so we need your help setting up this, like, the recording and whatnot. And then after that, he's like, you don't even want to know what happened. So, like, his son made himself in TW, and he gave himself, like, 50 in hardcore. And I was like, why has he got a 50 in hardcore? He's like, I'm a little edgy, but not too edgy, you know?
I love it. That's so good.
It's so good, yeah. And then like he had one in Menace, and he's like, Dad, no one's afraid of a 9-year-old. It's funny. Nah, so I bought these things called Yu-Gi-Oh! TCG Match of the Millennium and Twisted Nightmare starter decks. I was just gonna buy one, but Amazon had both of them for $17, and they're the Yu-Gi-Oh! Speed each. They're the Yu-Gi-Oh! Speed duels. Now it actually is 4 decks. It is Maximilian Pegasus, Yami Yugi during their duel, and then it's Merrick and Bakura during their duel. So I'm guessing out of this I'll get some Toon cards, which are pretty dope. I can't even remember what Yugi used against him, but I'll get all those, and like they have like rare variants also, because 2 ultra rare variant cards, 4 brand new skill cards, which I don't even like. When I taught Bolton how to play, I was like, we're not going to use these cards. He's like, why? I'm like, because this will confuse you. I was like, we're not going to use these skill cards. So even though we play speed dueling, it's a great way to teach someone how to play, but the whole skill card in itself is not, I don't know, it's not the best in my opinion. You get you get 4 30-card decks, and then you also get 8 skill cards between the 2 decks, and you get 4 ultra rares between them. So it's cool. It's a nice little thing. I'll do a little thing, like a video, and be like, look at my cool Yu-Gi-Oh cards. And that'll be it. That'll be the end of it. So I'll just, maybe we can do a Skype duel again. Those were fun.
That was great.
Yeah.
I enjoyed that.
Because you use the cards that you actually have instead of going on.
Yeah,
like,
I used the cards I owned.
Yeah. I don't know. If Yu-Gi-Oh! Link Evolution wasn't so damn expensive on Steam, I would have bought it, honestly, because it's really good on the Switch. But
Yeah.
But the fact that it's literally the old game on Steam, but they re-up, like, it's really annoying. They had the old game on Steam, and it has literally everything. The only thing different is, like, I think 4 different packs and some, like, story DLC for the newest generation.
Honestly.
But it has the new Master Roll, because Master Roll 4 sucked. So this one has, like, the newest Master Roll, where, like, you don't have to worry about moving cards over and, like, fusions and all that work again. So WWE hire Ashton Cove.
How does the rating with segments go? Is it still 5 minutes and up to get an 100 rated angle? So yeah, the angles are still maxed at 100, and it's weird because some companies are.
It depends on your product.
Yeah.
So my product in particular is matches have to be at least 15 minutes, but now there's no cap off for how long they can be. So we could do a 30-40 minute match, and there's no cap off. Fans won't get bored of it. We can do an angle as long as we want to, which is also really good. However, and it'll actually tell you, like, if there's a cap off on these, which is nice. However, it's still like, 15 minutes to achieve world-class scores, which is the hundreds, basically. So I could have matches under that. They just won't be as valued to the fans, so it'll have a penalty, which is kind of annoying. you know, but it also tells you like what else is penalized. So don't go expecting, you know, anything great happen out of a hardcore match, even though you might have a story to tell where Triple H and Shawn Michaels duke it out in Hell in a Cell, but that match type will be deemed too dangerous and bloody, and fans will hate it, you know. So it really depends on your product, because for instance, if we go do GCW's product, fans love that. They want more. They can never have enough barbed wire and blood and violence, you know. However, it's not sponsorship friendly, so you just don't make money in sponsorship money. You have to solely rely off of
CZW likes them. That's a positive. Danhausen.
Who's Danhausen? I haven't heard a lot about him lately.
I have no clue. Brian saw him on a save and thought he looked cool, and that's why he likes him.
He's massively over in like every database now.
I have no clue.
He's a meme. It's like one of those new memes.
I was told that I think he was in a comic book or had a comic book or something made about him.
Yeah. Something like that.
Like something was made about him that was interesting. I don't know. It might have been a documentary. Hopefully the chat will see it.
How EWR did. Oh yeah, when EWR had their sponsor, the dirt sheets, that was cool. I enjoyed that.
That would have been dope. Like I know we're talking about how simulation heavy this game is. If we really wanted to tack on extra simulation with merchandise and sponsorships,
say EWR.
Dude, give me my Monster Energy drink sponsoring HOPW and my like
I miss
I don't know
freaking
Catalyst mints.
I need to get myself some Catalyst mints. I'm gonna go on their website real quick.
They don't exist anymore. They've completely shut down. This was before the virus, by the way, too, which is sad. Even the webs, even like, remember how they were doing energy powder and like
Catalyst will be switching to Amazon only.
Yep.
And there will not be any sponsorship accounts or checkouts.
Yep. There's no sponsorships or any of that anymore either. So.
Rip.
Yep.
Partnered streetwear clothing brand.
I missed that time period because that was fun. Having Mints sponsor me.
That was great.
Having
that was definitely
friends buy Mints, and they were
they
good.
did that in October when they did. Wow.
I know. I was right before I went to see my brother.
They're falling. They're falling. I love Catalyst mints. I want my mints.
I know, dude.
Ryland said the internet can play into overseas now, like a narrative could be if Superstar likes a bad tweet or internet trash talk between two guys to keep kayfabe. Isn't that a thing? I haven't run into it, but I've heard of it.
Okay. Let me read this. So, I thought I said the internet can play overness, like how narrative could be if Superstar had a bad tweet, internet trash talk to guys. I have not ran into that either, actually. I know there's random events that can happen, but I can't remember in any of my saves actually the whole like Jessica Havoc sent a tweet out to Rosemary and said, "Bitch, you ate all the food at catering." You know, like there's none of that.
Oh no,
there ain't none of that going on. Which, you know,
man, you know who didn't die? The real enemies, Viter Energy Mints. They're killing it. They're thriving.
They got some crazy flavors too. So I sent them an email.
Sponsored by Viter Mints. Viter Energy Mints.
I'm not sponsored by them. I have.
No, I said you should.
Yep. I actually sent them an email.
If we talk about it enough, they don't have a choice.
Yeah. I sent him an email a while back. It was like this was like a year ago or whatever, like 2 years ago.
I think I was there when you did that.
I was like, "Hey, can you guys make a bubblegum flavor?" And they're like, "Sounds interesting. We'll look into it."
They never did it.
Oh, Chris Harris doesn't want to return to HOPW.
He doesn't want to return? What'd you do to him?
So I
bury him?
No, I had my roster hired, but then I fired them all because, you know,
I had a roster, and then you decided, I don't want him anymore. Just got rid of them all.
We were spending $2,000 in travel and all that, so I was like, it's better just to do all the local wrestlers at this point because we're insignificant. Now the payoff, or the debuff is that if you look at my fans who are going to come into the show tonight, you know, it's not as heavily as it was before because they were expecting those names, but now all they're expecting is Senseless. So Senseless in his name is bringing in 68 people in the popularity that we're rising with. But also, this game still does that little dumb thing where, like, okay, I booked a show once a month, but then I'm going to lose the popularity I gained from that show. So,
Yeah, that's stupid.
So, yeah, in 2016 it was really bad. In this game it's not bad because I think I found the system to cheese it, honestly.
This game, I feel like it's a lot easier to cheese because you can just, like, tape. If you somehow manage to tape 4 shows. And then if you can have a roster for that one night.
That's actually not a bad idea too. It's just I don't have any broadcasters. So my events have to be live.
Is YouTube a thing?
They won't take me because I'm small. I'm insignificant.
YouTube should... Alright.
They won't take me.
I'm gonna rant about every single mod that has YouTube and Twitch.
But maybe that's just because the reach of YouTube.
Every single company should have access to them purely for the fact that you have garbage backyard companies on YouTube. YouTube is the most accessible video uploading platform in the world.
Shout out to Alabama Backyard Wrestling.
Yeah, shout out to Scooter, guys.
Every single company should have access to YouTube.
I got my cousin.
And every single real world mod should provide that access to every single company, and it would make everything so much better for local to global. So I'm gonna do a local to global too, and thank you for letting me know, because I'm gonna make sure to fix that for my own sake.
Send that to every single human being you meet. Every single mod maker that they need to get on
that
this.
That is on Ja.
Huh?
I don't know. It's a meme.
Ganja?
Anja.
What's
like Yahweh?
Is that like some northeastern slang?
X.
It's X?
I'm Todd, and I'm an edgy guy who likes.
Hey, speaking of Todd and them, Malm, our Icelandic buddy, sent me a message.
I love Malm.
And he was like, "Hey man," he's like, "I've been playing TEW 2013 with Todd because I guess that's the last game he's owned." And he was like, you know, should I jump straight into 2020 or should I get 2016 first? And I was like, for you, maybe 2016 is the best. You know,
2016 is the best no matter what the answer is.
Like I said earlier in the video, I view it as an alternative. I can't fully like or dislike one or the other over it. There are features of each one that I prefer and that they've done better, and things that one misses that the other one has. It's such a weird thing. It's literally an alternative for me. I'd say they're at the same level. I can't say one is definitively, you know, stomping the other one out. So
there's one thing they didn't.
I injured Chris Burness.
That I wish they fixed.
What is it?
When you have to move segments.
Yep. We were talking about that in the chat. A guy was saying that his whole reason behind not buying the game is that whole thing.
That's such a
a guy will not pick up the game because of the segment thing. So.
See, that's just dumb. I'm not even gonna bother. Like, sure, it's just stupid. That's
actually
that's such a minute reason.
That guy, to mention that, we actually had a problem where, like, a segment, because of this whole like segment moving things around, we had a segment and we forgot, and it was like misplaced. So we were able to go in and like fix that while we were recording and booking the show. So because you can't really save, like, you can kind of save scum, but you can't really save scum to the level of 2016 as you could. Because there's even like saves on like closing and stuff like that. So
yeah.
Or it just deletes your entire like booking show. So
it just makes things harder than it has to be.
Yeah. So that's where it came useful. I have not ran into an audible yet, which an audible would be nice. So like if Homeboy broke his leg and somebody else won the world title because of it, and we had to change the segment that ended the show, that would be really cool, but it hadn't. So who is Justin Smoot? WWE's hiring some random people.
But
And this guy's main roster too. So like,
JB0609 just wanted to make sure that we were aware that TW 2016 is way better than TW 2020.
I think the
I agree.
I think the JB stands for JB Jeremy Borash here.
Jeremy Borash.
Jeremy.
Nah,
Hey,
Jeremy Borash, you'd have to be hyping up 2K20. He works for the he works for the Fed now.
Hey, Jer.
Pager. Merchandise upgrade, we've done it.
Woohoo!
We have done it. We have
We're
gone
over.
up. You know what that means?
YouTube.
Tell me you know what that means.
If we're not going to YouTube, we don't belong anywhere.
That means that we're now amateur. We get $1 per popularity point per
50
region.
per fan in attendance.
Oh,
Yeah.
that moment when the year 2001 Sunday Night Heat was getting better ratings than AEW Dynamite.
Oh. No. Let's see. So after this, we can get $1 per fan and $3 per popularity point. We gotta do it. We gotta boo, dude.
do it.
This merchandise thing is the greatest.
And that guy in 9609 says saying TW16 is better than 20 is equivalent to saying AW is a t-shirt company.
Oh. What's your
I will
favorite?
no longer touch on the warfare in the chat, but I will gladly join in if it gets to the point. 'cause
What's
I
your
like to put
favorite?
buttons.
What's your favorite AEW t-shirt?
At least they produce quality T-shirts. They don't produce quality events.
All right, I'm not saying a word.
Wait. I think we're about to make. Let me size. We're at 13 popularity, dude. I can't wait till we become a tiny company.
It's all because I showed up. I'm carrying this company on my back.
Dude, yeah, you carried HOPW. So.
I carried
We might
HOPW.
as well just rename Senseless to Zach Zero. HOPW World Champion, dude. How many title defenses do you think he'll end up having? By the way, the first ever HOPW champion was Chris Harris, who then vacated, and our first ever women's champion was Simeon
Vacated it,
Johnson.
why? Fired him?
Because we fired him, yeah.
I assume you're never gonna have another women's champion because every women's champion is gonna end up leaving.
Debatably, I mean, just to make life easier, I could probably turn off.
I would hire a single female
And
and
have her
have them be women's champion forever until they go somewhere else, then hire someone new and fire her.
Well, what I might do is intention to hire. We'll get someone who's unemployed, can work in USA, based in the USA, a wrestler, and in the USA.
Nathan
Popular.
says, "Yo, at Rybolt, I'm back."
Welcome back. Holla, holla, holla.
That guy says we should hire Awesome Kong, but I promise you, we do not have the money for Awesome Kong,
Yeah.
or the popularity for that reason.
Eric Cannon.
Oh man, he made a green version of his skin.
I know. I wasn't a crazy fan of the like purplish version because like the green color looked weird, but the green one really looks nice.
This looks
Your travel
real
cost
nice.
is not covered.
That was very bright, and that kind of hurt my eyes, but it's fine.
Let's see. Be whatever's ongoing travel costs not covered. No downside. No signing bonus. For sure. Let's see if I can. Let's see if I can get rid of these travel costs here. Let's do Angela Fong. Travel costs are not covered. What would you like? $60? Is it-
$60 a night.
I thought it
What
could.
did she say?
I thought there was like a recommended thing. Like after a while of
she
hitting that.
wants traveling.
If you're only paying me per show, then I would let you cover my travel costs. Okay, so we need to find people who don't give a crap about
Want
their
travel.
travel costs.
Find
Okay,
somebody who lives in your area.
Eric Cannon.
I
Midwest.
think he's
but
gonna
we're
want
not.
traveling.
I don't think we're Midwest. Where are we? What is it? Size?
No,
South,
it's,
southeast, I think. So,
Oh yeah, no, you can go to company info. Business manager, third button.
thank you. That really helps now. Southeast, yeah. So, But then I guess it doesn't matter because that guy didn't care for it. So I'm wondering, is it because of his popularity or he just doesn't care? Because he doesn't care. That's our dude right there. He don't care.
That's our guy. He doesn't care.
Not covered. She doesn't want it either. Amber Young, more like HPW Women's Champion.
Amber Nunn.
More like HPW Women's Champion.
Is she the only one that was fine with signing?
Oh, Corey Hollis. He's been like a consistent guy too.
Oh, what a guy! What a living legend.
Now we can get some people who are like, we'll pay for. Dude, we're gonna get a company van, okay? And we're gonna put everybody in that van, all right? And I mean, it sounds like travel will be covered, but trust me, it is not. We're actually
Trust me, it won't be covered.
No. We're gonna actually charge them. You know, so they're gonna give us money to go with them on the.
Hey, we know we're paying you like $20 a show, but just a heads up, you're not getting paid this week because your check's going to gas.
Capitan Calico, what a cool name. Cannonball Grizzly.
Hearing Capitan for some reason, that made me really want to play a certain game. It's called Battle Block Theater.
Oh, dude, I love Battle Block. It's so good.
We haven't played that in forever.
I keep trying to get Bolton to beat that game and play it with me, but for some reason he's just not into it. I'm like, dude, it's like the greatest.
That's one of the few games I could get into with you.
Spirit 2? No. Is there anybody else that we can? I wonder if he's still angry. He was our furry. He's angry. So
He's angry.
He's not happy. James Ornias is also not happy because he was a part of the roster. Not covered. Yeah, we need more people who just not covered. So Johnny Cashmere, why has he got his face so close up? He's covered.
He wants to smell his breath.
Katarina Waters, covered. No. Carly Perez, not covered. Let's go. Kai Katana, nope. August. Okay, there we go. Oh, no, there we go. Alright, so now we need referee, which will be a fun one. A referee is a referee and a road agent. Mickey Knuckles.
Now
There
I
we
get to
go.
have the real downloading 1,000 mods.
And then
You gotta get Kevin Keenan.
no, homeboy. You gotta remember, we're looking for
Yeah,
no name.
I'm just saying, you're really going all in on hiring people already, and this is an awful idea.
We get to fire them again this week,
Yeah,
right?
you get to realize that you're losing money again.
Do we not have a road agent, dude? Road agents over here wanting their travel covered. Truth Martini? Oh my gosh. Blue Meanie? Linguini? The Dudley boys they're not happy with us. Everybody wants their... Oh, Rudy Boy Gonzalez coming in clutch. What a champ.
Rudy boy, tell him.
Rudy Boy and then announcer. So let's see what announcer is just not going to care about their travel. So. Oh my gosh. I wonder how this is determined. Dean Hill. Let's go. He's a bit old, but we can make him work.
Good guy, Dean.
Good guy, Dean. The Deaners.
Cody Deaner.
Cody Deaner, member of the Desi Hit Squad. Oh, you haven't seen it, but we have 2 dead people in our save so far.
Oh no.
RVD and Christian York. So. Let's see what we got. I mean, hopefully this works, you know. Hopefully, now that we're not giving them any pay, nothing's covered there, we're gonna kill it.
Huh?
Huh?
Aw.
What are they selling?
They're selling drugs.
They're selling. No, dude, we're selling like the used leftover face masks because it's the year 2021. So that's how we're making 50 cents off the fans. We're like, here's a used leftover face mask that was just sitting in the garbage can, and they're like, oh my gosh, it's so cool. It's got like a Rey Mysterio copyrighted mask version on it. And then we're like, yeah, we're not affiliated with them. We're just, it's kind of like when you go to those like WWE not WWE conventions, those old like indie wrestling conventions, and then they're like, Earl Hebner is selling, he's like, hey, come over here. He's like, I hear you don't want to pay $30 over there at Pro Wrestling Tees, so I can sell you this rip-off AEW shirt with the missing E in it for about $8. And you're like, that's a heck of a deal. Like, I mean, it's missing a letter, but A-dub, I mean, that's a pretty good deal. I thought it was. You thought wrong.
You're a thought.
That's not true.
You got a thought?
That's not true. Are you excited? Should Senseless drop the belt? Because I mean, he's been carrying the company.
No, he shouldn't.
How long of a reign do you think we can make Senseless have?
1 year.
I do know. We can straight
Stretch
up
that out to at least a year.
We can Bruno Sammartino him.
You should. It's a great idea. It's an
Earl.
awful idea, but it's a great idea.
Hey, Chris.
What?
What would you do if you saw Earl Hebner selling an NWO t-shirt, but instead of an N, it's an M?
MWO.
MWO. You don't know. It should say MWO on the back. Oh, you didn't know? So it's like a rip-off Road Dogg shirt, too.
Oh, you
Probably hilarious.
It's like a two for one. We got a 2-for deal going on today. Buy one rip-off shirt, get the second free. Oh man, dude, what good times.
What a time to be alive. Check about the chat.
What?
I said check up on the chat. Let's see if there's anything exciting.
The Chopperator or Chadman. Zach Zero. It's your new gimmick. Goldberg got a new catchphrase. Instead of you're next. What's Goldberg's new catchphrase instead of you're next? Or who's next?
Let's text.
What?
I don't know. Goldberg's really into the new technology.
Tech
Goldberg's gonna be the
decks.
next to have a scandal.
Oh man. Oh shoot! Look at that! Look at all those people coming in. They're so
Oh,
excited.
man. I can't wait to see you go bankrupt.
Dude, we're not gonna go bankrupt. I'm just gonna lose like $3,000 and be like, okay, everyone's fired again. So
Everyone's fired again.
we're gonna drop them. Dean Hill. There we go. That's alright. That's alright, dude. Amber Young is a manager without any clients. Girl, you ain't got no clients. What are you talking about? You ain't a manager. Keep on taking it to the next show. My brother Dave has the plug. Brother.
Brother.
Whoa. Oh. Oh. Oh, by the way, everybody watching this, even if you have a PC that might not be able to run it, on the Epic Games Store, you can get GTA 5 for free right now.
Yes, do it.
Even if you can't run it, I do recommend just picking it up eventually. because it's a free $60-ish game. I mean, price nowadays is probably like 30 to
I
60.
think it's 40 nowadays.
You know, that's
Still,
in
like,
USD.
The fact that it's $40 still, the game came out how long ago?
I feel bad. There was this one guy in the
The game
chat.
came out when I was still in middle school, I think.
The game came out when I was in middle school. So you were like, this was
I
2013.
was probably in like 6th grade. Yeah, I
think it was 8th grade when that game came out. It might have been 9th grade. Darby Allin split with Priscilla Kelly.
Priscilla Kelly. Oh.
Yeah. And all these people, welcome to the show.
GTA 5 was released in 2013.
Chrissy Rivera hangs up her boots. Didn't she?
No, she didn't.
History? Yeah. We caused her to retire. Oh,
It was your fault?
It's our fault. We built her confidence up and destroyed
What did
it.
you do?
We hired her and then fired her, and I think she jobbed out to Simeon Johnson.
And
She
right
might
after she
have.
got fired, she was like, "Yo, I can't do this anymore." It's all your fault. Somebody's talking about me.
What the heck? I guess every stage in Mortal Kombat 11 has a stage fatality now.
Huh?
The new Mortal, or it's not new because it's been out. Mortal Kombat 11, the new update with the Aftermath DLC for the story, added in friendships and stage fatalities, I guess, to everything.
Damn.
Eric Bischoff. Someone asked Eric Bischoff, "How'd you get all the ECW legends to sign?" He said, "I promised them their checks wouldn't bounce."
I saw that.
Remember WWE Immortals? I remember that. I played it for like a hot second.
I played it for like a week at best. It wasn't good.
I wonder if they still do stuff with it.
Probably.
Dang, dude. I miss my 2-day shipping on Amazon. Those are good. Those are good times. Now it's like now it's like a month shipping, and that's considered fast.
Was that because the world is ending, or is that because you don't have Prime anymore?
No, it's because the world's ending. We bought a deep fryer. Okay, let me rant.
Why?
Let me rant a little bit. So like, I like to hope that
Listen, deep fryers are dope.
I like to hope that in like, whatever how many years it takes, and then somebody's
Was it
gonna
an air
make.
fryer or a deep fryer?
It's a deep fryer. I'll get into it in my rant here. So there's like this guy who rants on like Bo Wright's show in Mortal Kombat how he's like the worst thing in the world. I want this to be one of those similar videos eventually down the line where it's just consistently in different videos where I trash on air fryers because they're awful. The taste is bad. It's just it's horrible. I have not had any good food from the air fryer. So I was like, yo, it's the end of
an air fryer.
I was like, yo, it's the end of the world. Can we get a deep fryer? And they're like, but it's high in cholesterol. I'm like, what? I'm like, you gonna tell me that you'd rather have high cholesterol and you'd rather have like Corona instead of high cholesterol, and you'd rather risk it with like going out to Lowe's every day building the fence, but I can't get a deep fryer. And they're like, okay, you can get a deep fryer. So this was like a month and a half ago. We got it. It just came in like last week. Tells you how long it took to get here. And I had the best fucking chicken tenders in the world. But chicken tendies.
Oh, can I say fuck now?
Yeah.
Great.
It was so good. Like the chicken tendies were so good that like
Tendies, you fucking nut.
You would not even know, dude. The level of
How are you gonna tell me I don't know?
Mr. Five Guys, they don't have good chicken tendies there. You know what they got there? Fries.
We don't have any.
Exactly.
We don't sell chicken.
See? So how would you know?
I'm gonna hurt you.
The only thing you know about is good fries, good burgers, free peanuts, really expensive milkshakes, and that brown.
Yeah, really expensive milkshake. That one's true.
The brookie, or the county. I don't know how they say it.
What are
The
you
brownie,
ta-
the brownie,
what?
the brownie cookie. That's the only thing you know
From
about.
Domino's?
Yeah, from Domino's. That's the only thing you know about.
Nobody gets that reference except for us, because it was on my Snapchat.
The brookie. No, I told everybody on the stream.
Oh, you told the story?
This is right before you hopped in here. We were all like waiting for this thing to sim because I don't know if you know this. TEW is a game about waiting, especially if you're doing local to global. So thank you everybody who's. I mean, we bumped it up to do one show a week, so that's been fun for the stream. And so we were telling people, hey, Zach's over here. He's he's supposed to be working, but we got a picture of him with this Domino's, and it's like a brownie with a cookie in it or some craziness. So.
It still boggles my mind that you've never heard or had it.
Nope.
Mr. Domino's
Nope.
hasn't had one of the best things you could get out of Domino's.
Nope.
Shame on you.
Shame, shame, shame. Shame this man. Shame him right now.
Beat him with a stick.
I wonder if a wrestler with the streamer gimmick would get over. I mean, yeah, that can be the alter ego of the SmackDown hacker. Imagine having a streamer gimmick and getting paid more money in donations than your actual contract. Like, that'd be me going out there and be like, okay, so tonight we're gonna give you $20, and they're like, okay, but if I do my streamer gimmick, then I get an extra like $50, right? And they're like, maybe. So main event, it's got to be Senseless, dude. He's a star.
He's like icon.
He's gonna take on Eric.
He
Cannon.
is the business.
The first of the new batch. And guess what?
What?
Senseless wins. You guys thought Eric Cannon was gonna come on. He's on like day 30 of his like 18,000 day reign. Like, dude's gonna last forever. Eric Cannon though, maybe after this show. We're gonna see what happens. I'm very curious on what's gonna go down.
I'm so glad that you love air fryers.
Deep fryers.
I know.
Yeah, not air fryers. Yeah.
Your passionate hatred for air fryers.
I think it's completely justified.
No. You're wrong.
Amber Young, more like HPW Women's Champion. I kind of don't want to book the winner of that match too, though. But I feel like she deserves to get the belt, so we'll make sure she wins it, even if she drops it like the next event. So, all right, let's see how the show did and see how much money we spent. So curious. Look at this, 15 rating. Our referee's awful, but I mean it's okay. Senseless getting really good in the ring. Let's go. Let's go.
Yeah. Guy. What a hero. Like, without Senseless, where would we be today?
Yeah, dude. Senseless has if there's one thing that has survived through every TEW game, it's Senseless. You know? Think about it. We've had user characters come and go. I think, in my opinion, if there's like 3 user characters that will probably never lose, it's going to be Senseless, Daryl Takahashi, and
Unless Daryl dies.
who?
Unless Daryl dies.
Please don't say that.
He's died before.
Cats have 9 lives.
Yeah, now he has
still,
like 3.
He's got 3 left. I thought he had 8 left. That's not how math works.
You think? No.
Come on, Zach. Don't tell me they've killed him that many times. Please tell me they have
More
not.
streaming, I would be much more vocal.
We have a lack of big names on HOPW. Okay.
Oh, maybe you should just sign Bray Wyatt.
Okay. Look at that show cost. Look at that worker cost. You know what that means?
They're workhorses.
We can do this. We can do this, guys.
A big hoss.
We can do this now. Like, we officially can do this with just not covering their travel. So let's go look for like a wrestler over here. Some dude who's like, you know, gonna be a big old star. Not Chris Harris. He's probably still mad at us. Maybe Charlie Haas. And Charlie Haas can do color commentary. And he doesn't want travel. Oh my gosh. It was meant to be. It was a match made in heaven. I'm gonna kill it. Hi there. That's a good thing. What I want to know, dude. Okay. We're rolling, okay? We're getting somewhere, as you know. We just got to get to that point where we can really get an event. My goal, personally, is if we can get $25,000, we can buy our first... We can make a broadcaster. We can buy our own thing, and we can then charge people around the world, in America, of course, because we only have coverage there, to buy our event. And Chris has called it the equivalent of having a Skype call, charging people for it, but only 25 people, you know, will show up.
Yeah, exactly. You get a little invite paying your subscription for the Skype call.
Yeah, instead of a Zoom link, we add you on Skype. And then,
Maybe we should start doing that. Charge people.
yeah,
Wait, hold on. What did I just? I like blacked out of this conversation. What
it's like,
happened?
wait a minute.
Start charging people like.
Corey Graves, SmackDown hacker? Potentially. I think people might be
Bro,
sleeping
you're
on
gonna charge people to watch illegal shows?
No, I'm gonna charge people to be on Skype with us.
Oh man, yeah, I promise you, any human being could find a better friend group than us. We are some trash ass people.
that. What are you talking about?
What do you mean? What am I talking
you guys-
about?
you guys
You've
are
been
great.
around too long enough
You
to
guys
know
are-
that you play a part.
You guys are great people, right?
Listen, how many times?
I'd like to think that I'm a very upstanding individual.
We all suck.
Collectively or individually?
Huh?
Collectively or individually?
Yes.
Oh, that's sad.
Some more than others, though.
Some
Oh
more
yeah,
than others,
absolutely.
and
That's
some literally. All I'm saying is there was a good time period where people were vetted, and that was fun. A vetting process. That was a fun little time. The vetting process of Skype. The interview segments.
Oh yeah, that was fun.
So back in 2017, Corey Graves played a hacker role in Enzo and Cass and Angle and Jordan storylines. Plus the hacker storyline may be the start of his in-ring return. That's not bad, honestly. Corey Graves would be a pretty good one. It'd be more interesting, honestly, too, than the other guys. But losing Corey Graves on commentary? Are we ready for that? Akibo, big boy Akibono. I wonder if Butterbean's in the database. Alright guys, let's play a fun little game in the chat. What's your unpopular wrestling opinion?
AEW is not as good as everyone thinks it is.
here's my unpopular wrestling opinion.
All right.
I think Impact in its right is better than AEW.
Oh, but
Not
I like it.
not right now, but I think, you know, name wise, and this is funny because they've rebranded, brand wise and all that. I think the name and everything is much better. Impact Wrestling, you know. It sounds better.
I think
TNA.
NWA TNA in a few years was bigger than AEW will be through those.
Mhm.
Because without them conning a guy who ironically his last name is Khan,
I see what you did there.
they wouldn't have any money. So there would be no TNT deal without Tony Khan. Trust me, TNT wasn't going to say, Cody, Kenny Omega, Young Bucks, we love you guys, come here. They're working with Tony Khan. They're working with Shad Khan. Let's not try to get this twisted and act like TNT truthfully cares for those guys, for this thing.
Yeah, I was surprised when I heard Tony Khan was the AEW Booker also.
Well, when it gets toward the end of this year and those ratings are still sitting down there, unfortunately, in the 500Ks, maybe even hit 400K, that's when things are it's gonna be like, uh-oh, TNT might have to look into something.
The GTA 5 giveaway completely broke the Epic Game Store. Wow. I had to check my popularity after this to see what our company is at, because I imagine it's gone up a bit since I last checked. Let's see. Travels for David Starr seems to be expanding regions. I don't know what more regions he's in. Feels like he's in every region. Charlie Haas is here. Don't fear. Give that man 14 in the southeast. Let's go. So Epic has a deal with Rockstar, which is why they have Red Dead Redemption on there, and I guess now they have GTA on there. It's also like the summer sale technically for Epic, so. Who's that guy on AEW that does commentary with a mask? Is it Excalibur?
What?
The guy that wears a mask on AEW when he does commentary. Excalibur? Because the dude reminds me of Dane. Like, I see Dane in him every time for some reason. I don't know what it is. Let's see. Psycho Clown Championship win. He won the Mega. He defeated Kenny Omega. ROH hires James Mitchell. Ice Cream Jr. Oh my gosh. So it's funny because the guys were telling me in the chat to hire Los Ice Creams, but I was like, nah, we gotta let them get bigger and better than us. And look at that, Los Ice Creams. They did it. They made it to the mainstay of WWE. I'm so happy for them. They deserve it. They deserve it. $10,000 in the bank. We are making monies. I am excited. We are making some good money with this local to global. So I mean, we start off in January. It's now in April, and it can only go up from here, honestly. So kind of curious to see what we can get ourselves into. Let's peruse the forums for a little bit, guys, and see if there's anything else going on, any more craziness, or if there's actually an update, too. That'd be a thing I'll have to keep an eye out for. So, current patch and changelog. We're on the latest build. TEW 2020 released. I'm guessing the public beta thread became the TEW's release thread. Alright. Not to be a bother, but what's this dude talking about? Royal Index. What's going on? No, not today. I'm not going to accept a phone call from no caller ID. Here we go. Hello, the day has come with the release. This update contains more match types, more angles, more venues, more starting morales, fixed finally NXT AEW ratings to be realistic. Also do some fixings for some other companies. Add more gimmick ideas, sadly added more injuries, more masked hair histories, one more narratives, two more scandals. There's a smiley face on that narrative. Also many editors or publishers for new pictures, Moose came Von Erich brothers. He did that for us, Chris. Oh, he gave us new Von Erich brother pictures.
There we go.
Yeah, also a handful of Seaverse pictures, so when you download your photo, the old one. Wait, the game release. Wait for game release. Have a nice game for Tier 2020. Oh, what a champ. I just need to create free pictures folder and add pics on it. How I should have done that.
You said we got new Von Erich pictures?
I guess the AEW Casino ladder match is a match type. Oh. After that's when most welcome to use the 2 deals for edited broadcast deals, hope it will help think updated. Let me check this out for Homeboy real quick. Free pit database editor. And then let's see. There is an area in the editor for free pictures to sync them. Sync them with the ones in the pictures folder. New file needed. Just some database. Just some database work. I like how you use just some database work. Nothing too crazy. Alright, let's take it back here to the realm of TEW 2020. Local to global. HOPW. And of course I'll update it later with the new pictures and all that stuff. So save. Let's book HOPW weekly number 9. Number 9. I think what happens is when I get to May, that's when I'll cap it off here, and then I'm gonna take care of myself as a human, get some food and whatnot. So got us what, 3 more shows we'll get to book, and we'll check out the world at the end, and starting of May, see what else happened, new champs, releases, all that fun stuff. So I always can't wait to see someone goofy win like a championship, because it's always fun. Or you know, I haven't seen as many companies close down in this game, so wait out and see what occurs. Maka Nichols. I know a guy named that. Go here. We're gonna pick the best option. I think, was it Baton Rouge? Oh, dude, I love Baton Rouge. It's where the Raging Cajuns hang out. I'm friends with. Add a match. Start off. Have our boy Senseless. He's gonna take on Cerberus, a Lycan assassin. Give Senseless the win. We'll do a segment between the Senseless and Charlie Haas to end off the show. So we're building the storyline. Would you look at that, guys? Could you imagine this little local insignificant company being able to to build? So we'll do Mickey Knuckles and Carly Perez. I'm not gonna book a winner. We'll just see what happens there. She's a referee. She's a referee and a wrestler. Oh. Well then, I guess we'll do Faye Jackson and Carly Perez. And we'll do Charlie Haas, might as well wrestle. So who's gonna wrestle tonight? Let's do him and probably Cameron Sky. He's a pretty cool dude. Bada bing, bada boom. I think I just need storytelling. Yep, and we're ready to go. Art agent, storytelling. Book it. Start the show. Can't wait for the AEW video game. Hopefully it comes out sooner rather than later. I am intrigued. You know, I'm curious if it'll be a full game or if it'll be like an extension. There's a lot of wrestling games going on right now. The Virtual Basement, the Retromania. Of course, we've already had Chikara and Fire Pro, you know. But I think everybody's wanting to get into that wrestling gaming market, which is interesting. So it's funny because as far as I know, Chris, you might be able to attest to this one. There's not really anything like that for like American football or basketball. Like there's not like, you know, any fan-made or small companies or anything like that. You know, there's some modded stuff for them to add like some college football teams and that. But I think even then, what is it? Madden actually has some college stuff going on, don't they? Or like
yeah, but you can also mod the PC one, obviously.
Yeah.
The thing about it is college football's game went away in 2014 due to this, and I could go all day about this, so I'm gonna try to keep it real quick because I could literally go for hours and hours on this. It pisses me off. This goofball Ed O'Bannon over here he wasn't good enough to parlay his being pretty good at college basketball into making a lot of money and being filthy rich, like a lot of these athletes have done. He wasn't good enough to do so, but then saw, well, hey, my likeness is being used in this game. It doesn't have his name in there. It just has It just says, okay, well, this is the year of this classic team, and it had a guy that was his same skin tone and with his number. Didn't have his name though on it.
Did they just give him like a random name, or?
No, no. They in college, unless you generate the names, it would just be like for the quarterback it would be QB, and then it would have the pound sign, the numerical sign, and then it would have their number.
Huh.
Before you because you can change up, obviously, like you can there's people that'll go through and change all the names to the real ones, or they'll because 14 was the last game that came out. There's still people that will put out updates to the roster for that game for current college football seasons. The game is still out for the PS3 and the 360. So that's the only reason there's no other football games out. There would be other football games out if that was the case.
But that instance
now
ruined
2K was also given a spot to where they can actually now create a game that will be also NFL. So along with EA's Madden, 2K has been given the license to where they could create a game if they wanted to.
What about on the side of NBA? Has there been anything like that for college basketball?
For college basketball's game went away also.
Because I know Great Dog Software actually did both college football and college basketball, but I mean, this was years ago, I think, yeah. A long time ago. Fast Break Pro Basketball and Bowl Bound.
I was going to say, I'm about to head out, though. Are you guys going to be around tonight?
Yeah. So,
okay, I'll be back sometime. I'll be back in a few hours.
All right, see you around, friendo bendo. I think it'll just be me and the peoples as we finish up with our last little show here. And so far, I'm enjoying it. I liking the whole local to global thing going on. Hopefully I'll probably stick with this save and just see where I can go with it, honestly. I do have our WCW save, and it's pretty enjoyable seeing all the stuff going on there and continuing it. But as a save that I'll probably do on stream, but also off stream, play a bit of too, that'll be nice. So yeah. Let's see. Bring on the railroad mods. Oh, it popped up like something new was going on. Let's go back over here, 2020 mods. Let's go to my boy Landex and get to installing, honestly. May update. Let's use link updated. This is graphic folder too, so open these up. Open this up. Let them download for a bit. What was that? Tuesday, week 3. Got a little bit more to go. So, for the people who've been watching along and have bought the game, what are you guys' thoughts on the game so far on yourselves? And what are you guys doing in the game? Are you guys doing Cornellverse? You doing anything modern day? Maybe converted mod? So, what's your guys' current take on the game also?
I'm alive.
Hello there.
Hey, gamers.
What are you up to, Mr. Gamer?
Not much.
Mm-hmm.
What are you up to besides the same thing you were doing a while ago?
Nothing much. I mean, we're doing better as a company, so I'm really,
No,
Ice Cream. Los Ice Creams got signed to WWE. Full contract. They do deserve it. You're damn
the
right.
opportunity they deserved all this time ago.
So, right
Good for
now
them.
we're building Charlie Haas and Senseless, which will be
Charlie Haas versus
such a
Senseless.
great HOPW feud. Such a great feud, in my opinion. So,
Charlie Haas gonna win?
dude, we're only on like day. What is this? Day maybe like 58, 62 of his 18,000 day title reign.
Oh my god.
Like, he's got some big names he's gonna beat. I mean, in like 9,000 days at the halfway point, I think he'll have his Taker match, And then by 18,000, Cena will probably be on his way out to retiring, so I think he'll beat Cena. But then, like, on day 18,001, maybe he'll lose to, like, the son of, like, Chris Jericho, or maybe intergender.
The son of the beast, Brock Lesnar.
Yeah, or, that, the TikTok baby, the little fat one that looks like Brock Lesnar?
No, I do not.
Okay. Well, he'll probably lose to that whenever it grows up. So, that'll be a thing. I'm just updating the Landex pictures and everything, because
Beautiful.
they all got new stuff for them, which is pretty cool, pretty good. So,
Very cool, very nice. Oh man, what a game. What a time. What a time to be alive, my friends.
it was a wonderful time alive. TEW's out. All the time in the world just to sit back and relax.
Do absolutely nothing.
Been doing that for a while.
I don't
now.
like it.
Really?
I'm not a fan of it.
No.
People like you like to sit on the computer and do your things all the time. I get that. Me
Well,
too.
I mean, I keep myself very busy, whether it's
Yeah,
recording, streaming.
See, I keep myself very
Modding.
busy, and that's why I was never home.
Mm-hmm. But now
Now
that
the
you're
world
forced
is
to be
ending.
home.
I hate everything.
See, I like going out and whatnot, but the thing is, where I live, I'm not in a place where you want to go out. So,
I'm not in a place where you want to go out either, but
I mean, I think we're all in that place right now, too, so. We're all living in the great time of, like, nobody should or want to go out.
Say it's really awful here, but
Aw. But you're essential, Zach. They need you.
Yeah, I know it sucks.
You're Fry Guy.
Yeah, I'm gonna quit.
Really?
No, I'm just saying that
Oh.
for shits and giggles,
Okay.
Dominic.
Okay. I'm just making sure.
No, I'm gonna quit.
Really?
I plan on it soon.
Well, what's the plan then? What's the backup
To
plan?
go literally anywhere else. Because it sucks.
I'm worried about you, cause like
And if you worked at a place like that, you would agree with me.
I don't think I could work fast food, cause I'm like a sniffler type of like always sick kid. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like,
exactly.
I'm like
I mean, we have one.
So-
One of our managers is the same way.
Well, there's a reason why he's a manager though. He's not actually like going touching your food, you know. I would hope not, unless you're gonna. You haven't stopped me there.
I didn't hear what you said.
Oh,
I'm too busy looking at other more
I
important things.
said I hope your manager wouldn't be going around touching everyone's food. Like, just gotta.
We have to cook the food, don't we?
Well, your manager, I'd imagine, is more of just a like oversight guy. He's like, hey, he's like, I see you didn't cook the patty long enough, and you're like, oh, I'm sorry, man. Or he's like, hey, you put a little bit more Cajun on those fries, dude, and you're like, you know. Or he's like, lady's like, Karen shows up, she's like, can I talk to your manager? And he's like, I'm the manager. Like, he's more of that guy. He's not really the out there slaving over a hot stove type of guy, you know. But I'll keep that in the back of my mind in case you still work there by the time I come visit when this is all over, because like,
Well,
I'll
I'm
be
confident neither of those will be happening.
or the manager's still there, you know. You'd be like, oh yeah,
She will still be there.
she'll never stop being there. She's a for lifer. Once you're five guys for life.
For life.
For life. Alright. Finn Balor staying with WWE. WWE hires Extreme Tiger. Axel Dieter Jr. hurt. Jay White joins the WWE. Oh, shit.
What?
Yeah. WWE's signing up all these people, dude. They let people go and they bring them back. 9% momentum, 1 prestige, 11,000 bucks. Young Bucks. 15 in the Southeast. We are absolutely killing it, ladies and gentlemen. I got to check our merchandise after this too. So, random profile of the day. Paul London.
Man, I'm a hot commodity. You guys
Are
want
you?
me on here? My friend, I was gonna go out and get dinner with my friend.
It's
One of
okay,
my
'cause
friends,
we're-
one of my friend groups wanted me to go drive around for a bit, and then another one of my friend groups
Look,
wanted
I
me
got
to go
you
play
written.
some Pokemon.
Look, I got you written. We're on a written handshake
No,
deal.
I'm
Okay.
on a handshake deal. You haven't had me written in years, ever since you left. You tried to expand the company,
Look,
and then I decided I'm gonna take my talents elsewhere.
look, I went and I said we're
You
local
said, "Yo, we're gonna
globalization.
instead of just being evolved, we're gonna go and be the WWN."
no, we're
That's what you did.
local globalization. We're gonna get here, there, everywhere. You know, when WWE said we're gonna put little NXTs everywhere, we had you know the click of Discord. We got the click of Skype. We got our
You tried to create the NWA, and I decided that I was too good for the NWA.
oh my gosh. He went and threw the belt, spit it on the ground, dude.
And now I'm in more promotions than anybody could imagine.
I know you're making more money than everybody.
I'm making more money than the company.
Such good stuff. Charlie Haas and Senseless. Do you think he'll put over Senseless?
I wouldn't. I don't think he has much of a choice though.
I'm the owner of the company. He'll put, yeah. That's good.
Hey, he's
Hey.
scared. He's like, no.
He's like, I don't want to get fired today.
Capwookie says hello, and 2219 Man says, "Are you ever going to record yourself playing the C-verse?"
I played a little bit of the C-verse in the demo. I think I actually might have streamed it one day too, or I know I didn't like record it. I probably streamed it.
Yeah.
When the demo first came out, I can't get into it. I can't. It's the art style and like the world itself. You know,
I feel like it's not that
I-
difficult. You just make it more difficult for
I
yourself.
love fantasy universes and stuff like that, like the 9000 verse and Diablo verse, and even Afghanic and Thunderverse. But I would never like get sucked into the realms of Afghanic and Thunderverse. And the Cornellverse is the hardest one out of all of them to get sucked into and play. The farthest I would go was I played USPW for the 3 month span, or 2 month span at the time of the demo, and it was okay. Like it just wasn't my like
It wasn't your
cup of tea. Yeah, essentially. So if you play Cornellverse and you play TEW ever since then, and that's the only thing you play, you're gonna think it's the greatest game in the world. You're never gonna probably see a lot of the faults in it. You know, maybe a couple
Yeah.
people will, but I think the people who really enjoy the Seaverse are the true brand loyalist of they love everything about the brand. Even if you can apply something like the mods to it, which make it better and more immersive and more customizable. Like there's still brand loyalty. Even so, for instance, if I love Nike but I might have Adidas shoes on, that's okay. You know, I still got my Nike jacket. But then there's the guys who wear all Nike, and you're like, okay, bro, chill out. You got Nike jeans on or something, you know, you got Nike glasses on, like, and that's kind of the way too, is you have the Seaverse guys who, you know, it's gone both ways. There's been the guys who have openly attacked the Seaverse guys, and the Seaverse guys who have openly attacked the modded guys. So I don't think it's a vocal group of minority, though. I think it's pretty fair in both regards of who's going after and fighting each other on the forums. It's a brawl for all, which is funny, but Seaverse Let's Play, probably not, though. That'd be the one where I think I did it in 2013. That's the farthest back in terms of a video micro mini series I did with the Seaverse was like 2013. I don't think I did it all in 2016. 2020, even less likely. And I think it boils down to, I'm very happy with just if I can limit myself to just play my WCW save and play my local to global here, I'd be completely happy. The problem was in 2016, I did everything. We did multiplayer, we did Sims, we did
too much. We did
local
too
to
much too
globals.
quick.
We did
That's why I
everything
enjoyed
under
it.
the sun, and I got burnt out.
Yeah, so how about we
So-
don't do that this year?
Yeah, like I'd be okay playing multiplayer with people, but we also have people who like the third month of the save is like, okay, I'm done, I'm quitting, we're done. You know, it's not necessarily getting everybody also on the same page to multi record and all this, but it's just keeping everyone invested, as well as yourself too. You know, because you're using up your computer at that same time for a text-based game when you might have like 18 other responsibilities or things happen or pop up. So, but I've done pretty good. $10,000, still making money. Size 15. So what do you
We're
think?
killing it.
What do you think? One more
all
show,
me.
Zach, or one more show, or is this it? Should we do HOPW Weekly X?
I think we need
Sick.
something to give him a reason to come back.
Oh man, I mean, honestly though, I'm probably gonna keep on playing this though. So this will be the stream thing of like, you know, we'll head back into this and it'll be like a review.
It'll be 2023.
Yeah, we'll be talking about
We bought the WWE.
we'll be talking about WWE or not WWE. We'll talk about AEW Double or Nothing, and then you'll be like, "How's that local to global going?" While we're talking about it, and it's just like 2023, isn't it? Yeah. So I say, well, let's go for it. Let's go for weekly X, and then, wrap it up and see how World's doing. So, get to May 1st is planned. So, because I know I'm massively wanted everywhere, but I also want to get some food because I have ate like really bad pizza this morning.
Yeah.
And maybe 15 hot Cheetos, and that was it in the bag. So I'm getting the hungries. So
You're getting the hungy?
I'm getting the hungies. So
Alright, buddy. What a sad time. He's getting the hungies.
here's the thing. I can get Papa Juan's, and then my next pizza is free because I get that $10 off.
Yeah.
But objectively, Domino's cheaper and better.
Listen, man.
So I don't know. I'm
Cookie
at a
brownie.
standstill.
Get it and try it.
We had some pretty bad pizza last night. It was a local place, and I know they always get mad at me because they're like, "You don't support local businesses or whatever." I'm
Oh yeah, it's because
nah, it's just the quality wasn't good. It was a
I've had very good local pizza, but the other problem with that is I've had very bad local pizza.
It was a $20 pizza. It wasn't really that big. There was probably 2 pepperonis per slice. I could get an ultimate pepperoni for $9 at Domino's, and it would be bigger, and I would have 15 pepperonis on one slice, and I roll that way. Should you pick up 2020? If you love pro wrestling and you want to book it, and
if you like GF mode and it wasn't good enough,
this is your game.
Needed more.
Yeah.
This is your game.
Yeah, I'm very excited to play a full year, see how stuff simulates, generates, and ultimately give a final review on it and say, hey, this is my thoughts on it. I've already teased a little bit throughout this video, but I don't think I'll have a finalized thoughts on the game until I finish a whole year, which even then it would be a thing of there's always going to be the even longer term, the 5 to 10 years and all that, but I think most people get to that year and it's either new save or just keep playing or whatever. I know most people don't even make it a whole year. Most people only go probably 3, 4, 5 months in and it's all right, new save. So it makes me wonder what the lifespan of 2020 is going to be like. Will this game be 4 years, 5 years, 10 years? Is this the last? Makes me wonder. So
yeah,
is there enough difference to warrant picking it up? Definitely. As I said in this video earlier, it is an alternative. I would not say it is a full taking everything back from 2016 and just adding a couple more things in. As you may have said with 2013 to 2016, the jump between these 4 years of a game is an alternative game. I like to say you have WWE Here Comes the Pain, and then you have SmackDown vs. Raw. Both wrestling games, both WWE.
Don't do that comparison. SmackDown vs. Raw sucked.
But each person likes something different, So
yeah, but only my opinion's right.
Only Zach's opinion's right. And if Chris is here, then his opinion's right too. What am I?
My friend, I enjoyed our time.
Mm-hmm.
It was a fun time. I will ensure that me and you at least, can do a multiplayer save soon. But on this moment, I must depart from our party.
Be careful.
So long, my friend.
See you, friendo. Hero Rest, the longest save I've seen was played thoroughly is the one guy's AGPW series. Year and a half in his Herb Abrams UWF run. That's gotta be fun with the UWF run. Is that UWF with the War of the Immortals or as the early 90s saves and all that, or which one is that? Vern Gagne's AWA versus Herb Abrams UWF. There's one mod I'm really looking forward to see is the War of the Immortals mod. See what all can be done with that. Please re-download the... Oh boy, I just... Okay. What... 1:44 p.m. Landex is modern day. Weather's updated 1:44 p.m. Wednesday. Scott Taylor. Look at that face. No, I don't want to buy a VPN for Bitcoins. Get out of here. The game changes now. Whoa, January 2010. Graphics. Battlecat. Lost after Deathless and a month in, but got Bret Hart. This looks cool. Looks interesting. So. Not only the time period that intrigues me, but like what's able to come out of it. So. Anything in tech support? Tech support. Public beta reactions, where's the still thing? What are these? Exclamation. Okay. Six. These guys still going at it on the beta thread. TEW 2020 means in the 2010 mod you can run the awful TNA New Japan Pro Wrestling Wrestle Kingdom. Do Jeff Hardy and Tetsuya Naito. Ooh. I remember one time there was like this is a while back, it was like Wrestle Kingdom, but it was hosted by Global Force Wrestling or something weird, and Jeff Jarrett was involved. That might have been the Scott Norton one actually, oddly enough, but I can't remember it. It was so odd. I think Jim Ross might have been on commentary actually for that too. I don't remember if you guys remember that Wrestle Kingdom. I thought it was good, but I really can't remember which one it was because it's been so many years. Honestly, I don't think the last 2 years I've seen Wrestle Kingdom live. I remember before I used to stay up early in the morning to see it. And that'd be fun. So. Let's see. Where are we at? Friday. Gonna take us to Saturday. And then Sunday. And then Monday's gonna bring it to May. Convince me to book your what? Book your favorite Fed. Oh, they're all gonna name Cornellverse stuff, I guess. I can't relate. Jeremy. Wait for more mods to come out before I buy. You might be waiting on a little bit. Like I said, there's the 2004 mod, the 2010 mod. There's like 4 modern day mods. And I guess if you use loose definition of mods, there's like intro and pick packs, and you know, in terms of stuff that's not real world, there is Afghanic. That's a thing. So Saturday, here we come. Bad news to tell me later? Oh boy. I can't wait for it. More bad news today. What could it be? Dang, loses $15 million. Yeah, FMW is pretty difficult at some points. Oh, Minecraft server. I'm guessing my house on the server is no longer a thing. Alright, let's see. Ice Cream Jr. injured, scapula fracture in his match. What was his match history, you may ask? Oh, that's right. Follow ball at a 94 in the Gold Rush tournament or whatever. But, how's he working? Exclusive written, but has a handshake with Shakara. How's that? How is that? Okay. I'm still confused on how that's working for him. But, okay. 7, 17, 29, 69, 75. What in the world? What in the world? Mickey Knuckles has retired. Is she just gone? Manager of, okay, you don't want to be a road agent? Come, girl. Okay, well, I guess I'm being a road agent also. Can I be a road agent actually? I feel like my dude's got it. He's got it. Okay, well, hey, Mickey, you're so fine, you're so fine. Get the heck out of my company. Get out of here, girl. Well, she's not a road agent. Oh, I thought she was a road agent. We'll keep her. We'll keep her around for now. Okay, guys. Server crash, me and Cap are doing simple things. That's a Hague question then at that point. I can't. That's a Hague thing, dude. I could probably log on to it, but maybe try restarting it for you. Alright. Let's get our show booked. No incidents. Pretty good there. Best venue. Let's go add angle. Do a wonderful angle. with Charlie Haas and Senseless. Guess what, guys? Guess what they're doing tonight? They're tag teaming. So we're going to do 2v2. We're going to have the wonderful team of Senseless and Charlie Haas taking on Cerberus the Lycan and Eric Cannon. I like it. I like it a lot. The road agent can't be competitor. Rodrigo Gonzalez. And then we'll do one-on-one. We'll do women's championship match here. Faye Jackson will take on Amber Young for the women's title. Now, I think it said something about this match being too long, though, which was interesting. So let's see what it says next time. And then we'll do, like, Haggis and these two. There we go. I know I said these two, it's just one. And we need to have this as, like, a storytelling thing. Not that segment, but this. Particular storytelling. Book segment. Boom! There we go. So we got Senseless could have done better as Road Agent. Mickey Knuckles. Haggis wins. So yeah, no penalty there. Amber Young able to retain her belt. Then we have Charlie Haas and Senseless winning here. Charlie Haas gets the Haas of Pain. Get it? HOPW. So, hey, I just want to have an easy tutorial on how to get mods in TEW 2020 because I'm really stuck. Hey, I got you. I got you. Will I be playing the 2010 mod? Honestly, I mean, I'll probably install it, but I'm just really stuck on, I'm really stuck on just doing my my WCW and probably this. I don't want to be in like 10 million saves because I'll burn out and won't want to play. Given because like I play so many games, you know, I might as well stick in this one world of this game because then I won't want to jump into a save any longer than like a month or whatever, and then it'll really just turn me off then because I won't see the long-term like benefits. So how to mod 2020. All right, I'm gonna send you a link in the chat. Hold up. All right, here's the tutorial. Nope, not inspect element. There you go. Hopefully it works. Might send you a link to the whole pretty good show there, to the whole playlist actually. So all right. Well, we've gone past April, and we're about to get to May. I didn't think we were going to make it this far, guys, but we did. No problem. So let's take it to May. Let's see what the wrestling world is like, and end off here, guys. Go our way until next time. So I imagine this will probably be my stream save here, right here. So I'll play a little bit of it. I say a little bit, but next time I return, I don't know, I might be a whole year in also, though, because I might use this save as, like, that year's save. So, save, 2% prestige, 11% momentum, 11,000 doll hairs, size 16, almost too tiny, which is pretty good. Okay, Oz. That sounds like a good deal. If you reset the server? You mean restart it? Why reset it? Why reset it? Let's see. Server is restarting right now. There you go. Had to log into the panel, whatever it was from Multicraft. So. OZ Academy. DZ Dolph Ziggler. Expect every time 4 to 5 business weeks. Yeah, at this rate, honestly, for everything. Honestly, the carrier pigeon would be quicker than Amazon, it feels like. Alright, Jason Paul won the PWG belt. Taz resigning, I'm guessing, with a Reggie Ido on loan. Cousin Jake gone. We made $2,000. Making more money, guys. Look at that. Wow, we're killing it. Ticket sales going up. Size 16. We are doing good. We can hire some more people, honestly. I think we might do that, honestly, because then we can have storylines and involving rosters and tag teams and really start going full speed ahead. Of course, not paying them in travel. So let's go merchandise. 20% for the upgrade. It's doing pretty good. Look at the world around us. It's WWE doing title wise. Probably still same thing. So yeah, I'm guessing. I saw Buddy Murphy there. And Seth Rollins, SmackDown Tag Team titles, actually. Check out Jake Hager, Brandy Kenny got the main belt, though. And Impact. Like Impact. Where am I? North Shore. Impact. Title. Melissa Santos. Knockouts champion. Melissa Santos? What? Sami Callihan, Raj Singh, Rohit Raju, Rich Swann, Moose, still champ. Check out some other things here. For who's most popular? Kind of curious. See what's going on there. Brock, 91. I like this little screen here. I like it. Looks pretty good. Tyson Fury, CM Punk. Not really well known in India though, alright, Punk. Indian wrestlers don't know who Punk are apparently. Or Indian fans. Let's go Hall of Fame. Hey, thanks there, Oz. Much appreciated, buddy. Mortal Diary News. That's what we're looking for here. Dan McGee hired. Days of Per. So these are new people generated. Search here. Head bookers. Nothing new. Still Kevin Kelly. Owners. No new owners. Beep boop. Got that right. Work retirement. Worker deaths. See. gosh, Aries? Kiri Hokuto? Oh my gosh. It's nothing really crazy. So that's going to end it off here, everybody. Until next time for HOPW. Keep it safe, everybody. If you're playing the full game, hope you guys are enjoying it. Till next time.